على محبوب الجدي يا هالدنيا اشهدي انه عنده جوز عيون وجوز خدود موردي.
على محبوب الجدي يا هالدنيا اشهدي انه عنده جوز عيون وجوز خدود موردي.
حبيبي برج الميزان ادمان عيونه ادمان، من اسمه بتعرف انه صوت الحق العليان.
حبيبي برج الميزان ادمان عيونه ادمان، من اسمه بتعرف انه صوت الحق العليان.
على محبوب الجدي يا هالدنيا اشهدي انه عنده جوز عيون وجوز خدود موردي.
على محبوب الجدي يا هالدنيا اشهدي انه عنده جوز عيون وجوز خدود موردي.
وعيون عيون بيخلوا العاقل مجنون، واللمعة الحلوة اللي فيها.
I don't understand. Can it refer to like when he comes back and then will die?
No.
Or
Because it says Jesus died when he was 33 years old. So no. Matt is in the past. He died. So why is Allah saying to him the following ayah? Stay away, ya Muhammad, from idols.
You're supposed to be a follower of Jesus, and you're using words like that.
Well,
And
it's
you
not my
expect people to
words.
believe in this
It's not my words. It's the words of Allah. Are you embarrassed of Allah? All right. Welcome everybody. God bless you. We are live, baby. We're live. Let me know if the sound is great, guys. Let me know if everything is working smoothly from your side. What's up, brother Verson? Can you tell me how the sound is right now from all the platforms that we're running? Let me know.
Seems to be good on Discord and YouTube.
Beautiful. Perfect sound. Wow. Glory to Christ. So guys, we are streaming on YouTube, we are streaming on TikTok, we are streaming on Discord, Brother Reverson is streaming on Discord, and we are streaming also on X.com. That's Twitter, for the people who don't know. That's Twitter for you, so that's awesome. Let's see if we're going to have some fun today, baby. Let's see. All right, guys, I was like, I don't know what topic to choose, to be honest with you, to go live. But I was like, maybe it's interesting to do a live review because Brother David Wood and Brother David Wood invited Sister Jai&DoC and myself to do a collab together. So that's awesome. Hold on for a second, guys. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Well, let me invite myself as well. Let me invite myself on my own. Oh. Give me a second here. All right. I'm trying to say invite myself, meaning my secondary account on TikTok. Bear with me, guys. All right. All right. People on the guest, wait a second. We're going to pray first and then we are going to accept some people. All right, guys, a review. Brother David Wood invited me, Brother Jai and his amazing wife, our sister, beloved sister DOC, daughter of Christ, and myself to do a collab about, reviewing. We ourselves reviewed the debate between Alex Jones. To be honest with you, I myself never heard of Alex Jones before. But it seemed that Alex Jones, who was a popular influencer, popular media guy in the United States, he had a debate with Sneeko, and it was so funny. It was hilarious. So we did some damage. We talked about the Zut, the incident of the Zut. That was the main topic, actually, of that evening. But it was amazing, man. We had so much fun, So we're going to do that, and not one Muslim even objected on that topic. Isn't it amazing, Brother Reversion, that not one Muslim objected? Panic mode all over the place. Yeah. It's amazing that they not one of them even objected, because they believe, actually. They're slowly starting to believe. They are in panic mode, don't get me wrong, the Dawa boys and Dawa girls, but they themselves have to accept that it's an authentic incident that happened to Muhammad, during that night of the jinn. Welcome, admins. Sister Lubyanka is with us. Let me say hello to a couple of people here in the chat. I see some other brothers and sisters as well. We have, as I said, the Reversion is with us in the background working hard. He is going to copy and paste the sources that we're going to use as well. Do we have more people? I don't see your names, guys. Invite, guys. I'm kidding. I see all of you there in the chat. Thank you for being here. Invite, guys. Let everybody know that Rob Christian is live, because I went live on short notice. Forgive me for that. Yeah, story of my life. I don't always have the luxury to go live. But when I can go live, I will go live immediately when I can that day. Sister Dragon the Needers is with us. How are you, dear sister? Dear sister, God bless you. May the Lord keep you safe. Your beautiful family, your children, your grandchildren, all of you guys. Brother Mr. Postman 214 is with us. What's up, bro? What's poppin'? Sunray, Timothy. I see a lot of regulars. I see some new names. All of you, welcome. You know who you are. I cannot mention all of your names. Forgive me. What's up, Daniel? Linda Clark. How are you, dear sister? How is Linda? Linda, how are you? All right. Welcome. Let me also say hello to our friends on TikTok. I see Vibes. I see Come On. Welcome. I don't care who you are, what religion you follow. You're all welcome. We're here to read. We're here to discuss stuff. I'm not going to respond on anything. If you have anything to say to me, you can come up soon after the prayer. Friendly Genius, what's up? David, how are you guys? All of you, welcome. All right, so that's what we're going to do, a live review. But before we actually start, let's pray first. What do you think, Brother Reverson? Pray. You know what? For a change, Brother Reverson, you hear me, right?
Of course.
Can you, for a change? I'm going to put some pressure on you, boy. No. Can you do the prayer for a change? I want you to pray for a change. Are you okay with that?
All right. Fair enough, I guess. I can't say no, right?
You can.
I don't have an
like. I mean, no, bro. We are democratic with our Christian brothers and sisters. A different story with the Muslims, though. There is no democracy. Well, when we speak about Islam, remember there is no. You should not be ashamed about Islam. That's what the scholars say. But here we have a democracy, so it's either you do it or not. And just say it, bro. It's on you. It's your choice.
Either you do it your way or our way.
Our way, yeah. Or the highway, yeah.
Or the highway. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna do it?
Right, we'll make it a short. Yeah, sure. We can make it a short but meaningful prayer.
All right.
Our Father in heaven, we praise you, Lord, and we glorify you. You are the King over all this earth, Father. We thank you, Father, for the salvation you have given us through your Son, Jesus Christ. We praise you, Lord, and we ask you today to open the minds and eyes of the Muslims during this life. Let them see the truth O Father. Let them see the truth that we are exposing to them, us, our speakers that know the language and know the filth that the cult they believe in is always trying to impose as the truth. We know that there is one truth in this world, Lord, that it is Jesus Christ, our one and only Savior of this world. Please, Father, help us share the wisdom that we have from you. Let us speak through the Spirit. Let us say only the truth and nothing but the truth, Father. Let us guide the people towards the path to salvation. The path is not us, we can only point at him, and Jesus is the path to salvation. We glorify you, Father, and we thank you always for everything and anything that you provide for us. We are always thankful. Even at the times of need, you are there for us, even when we are not with you. We thank you, Lord, for your mercy and for your love that we are not deserving of, for we are sinners, and we would like to repent every day and all day for our sins. Please, Father, let us glorify thy name by sharing the truth and exposing the falsehood of any other thing that is outside the gospel. We thank you, Lord, for this opportunity, and we praise you, and we say, in Jesus' mighty name, we ask and pray. Amen.
Amen, amen. Speaking from Cave Hira. We are live. We are back, baby. Let's go. And Brother Reversion is sitting with me right next to me in Cave Hira, guys. Iqra. You heard the brother. Thank you for that awesome prayer, brother. God bless you. May the Lord keep you safe and healthy, including the rest of our admins, our amazing team of admins. Man, what a luxury we are in to have such an amazing admin squad, better to say, on Discord, on YouTube, also on TikTok, all of our social media accounts. Thank you, Brother Reversion. Thank you for that awesome prayer. All right. We're going to review, Brother Reversion. Feel free to jump in if you want to add something, brother, if you don't mind. Okay? Feel free. I saw a couple of Muslims who wanted to come up. Why are you not having any patience? Why are they already running? I mean, moments ago, this is the tactic, Brother Reversion, that they play. I'm asking them to have some patience because people who know me, I won't start a live stream without praying first. And I asked you to pray moments ago. So why are they so impatient? Why they can't wait 1 minute? Is that so hard for you to, allow us first to have an introduction and then you come up as a guest? Raise your hand again. Why are you so terrified? Raise. And who are you for me to respond to your videos? Who are you, man? Yeah. Yes, brother.
I think they just don't want to hear the name of Jesus.
Yeah,
That's all.
Yeah.
It's an allergy.
They're scared of the real Jesus, right? They're so demonic to the core. They follow a demonic prophet, an anti-Christian prophet, an antichrist, a Dajjal prophet. That's why they're so terrified of the real Yeshua al-Masih. They follow Isa, who we don't know who he is, but the real Christ, Yeshua al-Masih, as we Arabic-speaking Christians call him, they are terrified of him. That's why. So Muslims don't hide. Come up. Raise your hand. What is this? Why are you so terrified? They have an allergy, exactly, Sister Jorgen. They have an allergy for the real Christ. And guys, but there are some Muslims out there. Don't get me wrong. There are some beautiful Muslims out there who are sincere with their souls. But they don't know how to ask the right questions. Sometimes they don't know who to approach. But some of them, if the Lord wills, they might come and watch my live stream and they might have the courage to join a live stream. But when they are actually honest to their souls, to their inner souls, they have no other option but to become Muslims. Like we showed you a couple days ago, a brother came in, he left Islam on my live stream. 2 days later, he joined again and he prayed with me and accepted Christ as his Lord and Savior. So there are some of them who are, willing to have a conversation, willing to use their, logic, their own brains, finally started to use them. The moment you take the red pill as a Muslim, a red pill, you might be disconnected from the matrix, the Islamic matrix, guys, right? The Islamic matrix. So, yeah, pray for these kind of people, guys. The truth-seeking Muslims out there. May the Lord open their eyes. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, open the eyes of these lost souls. Please, Lord, we don't want them to die in their sins, Lord. We don't want them to vanish in the pit of hell, in that very deep pit called hell, hellfire. We want them to be with us. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Father, Son. May the Lord bless all of you guys. Let us actually start. I don't think we have any guests. The Muslims are all hiding in the back of the bus. They're sitting there watching what we're going to do. So we're going to do a live review. As I said, Brother David Wood invited me. He invited Sister DOC and her husband Jai, my dear friend Jai. Jai and I, we go way back to the Paul Talk era, Brother Reverson. Jai and I, myself, we used to run channels on Paul Talk together. So that's how long I know him. And much later, he met Sister DOC. They got married. They stayed for a couple of years in the United Kingdom, if I'm not mistaken. And then they finally moved back. Actually, Brother Jai moved back, and together with his wife, DOC, and they're now working together with Brother David Wood, the GOAT himself, Brother David Wood. So, we had some fun the other day, man. Oh, were you asleep at that time, brother? Were you asleep?
No, I've watched, but not all of it.
Oh,
it was
no.
very late here.
I see. I
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
11 p.m.
I understand. I understand. Is there any Muslim who's not in panic mode, who thinks he has the courage and the knowledge to join us? You're welcome. The lines are open. The phone lines are open. Let me also, Brother Reversion, do me a favor, brother. Post the link for Discord on YouTube so I can pin your comment. That's possible. Hey, C1, what's up, man? Long time no see. How are you? God bless you, man. Another admin. All right. If there's a Muslim who wants to join, Iron, let's see who's the joke, you or me. Let's see who's the joke, you or me. If you are not the joker, you're not the joke, you're not the clown, come up. Prove to everyone that Rob Christian is a joke. Rob Christian, you're a joke. My prophet was zutted, brother Rob Christian, but you're a joke. Yeah. Of course. That's so easy to say in the chat. So easy to say in the chat. What do you want to say to these people, Brother Riverson, who only run their mouths in chat, but they're not men enough, they're not men enough to come up and have a conversation?
We call them keyboard warriors.
Keyboard wannabe schmerorists, right? Yeah.
Yeah, or the other J word. I don't want to use it, but you know what I mean? Like, they're just keyboard warriors. That's all they can do.
Yeah.
And in the comment section and chat.
Yeah. Continue, brother. Sorry.
No, I was saying in the comment section and the live chat, that's all they know how to do. They cannot come up and refute you. Not TikTok, not Discord, not anywhere.
Brother, even Allah, who comes down every part of the night, he would be terrified of, in defending his man-made cult against me. I mean, it's terrifying to talk to Rob Christian. I understand that, though, All right, guys. Let's do this. Make sure, like I said, to join our Discord server if you want to have a conversation with me as a Muslim. Christians, you are also welcome to join, very welcome to join for fellowship. If you have questions, if you want to collect the sources, you want to have a conversation with your fellow brothers, fellowship, you know where to find us. My social media accounts, all of them, platforms, all of them are either in the description box or they're on my About page on YouTube. It's very easy to find me. Stop asking, Rob, how can we find you? Come on, man. Type in on social media, any social media. Rob Christian, you'll immediately find me. All right. Let's do this. All right. So this is what happened the other day. You see Sister DOC with her husband, Jai, Brother David Wood, and I underneath. There were some technical issues, guys, technical difficulties. Brother David Wood was not able to allow me to enter with my studio equipment. I had to join with a phone. This is why you see it's vertical. Do you see it, Brother Reverse? It's vertical, right? So I had to join with my phone. Literally, I'm not kidding, guys. But he said that he's going to work on it in the future. So it's not, I'm not the only one with technical difficulties. You see, guys, Brother David Wood suffers too. So yeah, you see here, Sneeko and Alex Jones with the picture. I mean, what's wrong with Sneeko, bro? Imagine looking like that on social media, brother. Oof. The Muslims are very proud.
The Islamic male model.
Yeah, brother. I mean, being a Muslim, you must be proud about following Sneeko, who look like that. I mean, he even has his nipples out, bro. Amazing. The nipples are, yeah. Let me play the first part of the collab that we did, and then we will continue from there.
Anyway, Alex Jones there screwed up my TikTok time to rock. So, hey, how's everyone going? Yesterday, some clips started circulating, and normally don't watch Alex Jones clips unless he's Val Zut, and then I will definitely watch every single time. But I started seeing a short clip, and then I shared it, and then a couple hours later, he posted another one. And it was a challenge to debate Sneeko, and then we went live, and apparently they were debating, and so we've got the debate. We're going to check.
Someone's saying sound is very low. Sound is low. On TikTok, the sound is low. Okay, let me see if I can do something about it. That's weird. That's weird. Test. It's on maximum. Why is it low? Why? Hold on, give me a second. They are saying that the sound is low. Why is the sound low? Sound is low. What about now, guys? Let me know.
Out some of the debate. We got Jai&DoC here. How you guys doing?
What's up? What's going on?
Hey.
From the part of it that I saw, it was hilarious.
It's very low,
so
buddy.
get ready for some laughs today, guys.
You can't hear?
It's very low. No.
Why is that?
No.
That's weird. Hold on. Why is the sound low? Give me a second here. That is weird. That is very, very weird.
But just so you know, they cannot hear it on Discord either, but it's fine. They can go to YouTube.
They can hear it on Discord?
No.
Ugh. Okay. That's weird. That is weird. Okay. What can I do more than this? What about now?
Yeah, should be good. Should be funny. And we learned some new Islamic things from the new Islamic Dawa Niqabi Quora. And maybe we'll get into that. That'll be relevant for this stream because apparently something can be a weak hadith and still be authentic.
Why is it low, man? I really thought that I fixed it. You can hear, but it's slow, right? That's what you're trying to tell me, right, guys?
It sounds like it's far off. It's as if you're trying to stream it through like far speakers or something.
That's crazy. Why? Why is that happening? Awesome. I don't know how to fix it right now, guys. I need to, you know. Why is that happening, man? Should I play with the treble or something? What should I play with? Brother Reversion. Or will it distort if I play with the treble?
This should be like the main volume issue.
Main
Maybe you
volume.
change the audibility. Yeah, maybe you change the audibility to where the mic is higher than the PC sound.
I did.
Just try to lower it.
It's on maximum. I don't know. Sorry, guys, on TikTok. What can I do? The speaker sound is very high from my end, so I don't know why that's happening. Literally, I have it all the way high up. That's weird. You can't hear also on Discord, Brother Reversion? You can't hear anything?
No, we cannot hear the video on Discord at all.
That is weird. What about now?
Authentic Sira, authentic history. So just remember, they set this as a new rule, so we're going to use their rule.
Imagine all the weak Sira that.
What about now? Was it high? Way better? Someone said better.
There is sound. Yeah, because there is sound, but it's not great.
Yeah, now it's completely gone because I stopped it. Slightly.
Yeah, they can hear it.
Okay, now, okay, I figured out what the issue is. Okay, beautiful. Okay, let me turn it all the way up. All right.
We could use the embarrass Islam.
Oh, you mean like, let's say, the satanic verses?
Yes.
Good to know, because they always use hadith methodology to rule that out. So this would be cool, and I see you guys
Not anymore.
Yeah, see you guys got your popcorn there. We also have Rob Christian with us. Hey, Rob Christian, how you doing?
Hey, God bless. Thank you for having me. God bless you. God bless Sister DOC and Brother Jai as well. I think we're going to have a lot of fun today reviewing this this so-called debate. You know, I did lose a couple of brain cells though watching a couple of minutes, but hey, we're good to go, right?
Hey, now Rob Christian, I just wanted to check a little bit of history, history over the past I don't know, 10 to 15 years with you, because I've always been more of a popularizer with Islamic stuff. In other words, people before me came along and pointed stuff out, and I'll see something and I'll say, more people need to know about that. So let me start sharing that. And this was probably like, I don't know, 5 years ago or something like this. I started seeing I wasn't watching content. I wasn't watching live streams where this was being talked about, but some fans who were watching some of the Arabic-speaking Christians started asking me why I'm not talking about the story of Al-Zut, and I kind of got a gist of the story, but I'm like, this sounds weird. I don't even know what this is talking about, and so on. Until last year when Raymond Ibrahim made a video, and then I was like, okay, now's a really good time to popularize this, but. Looking back, the people who are mentioning the Al-Zut several years ago, they seem to be, they seem to be your fans. So is this something like, were you the one sharing this years ago before the rest of us were very familiar with this story?
Yeah, I started talking about the Zut when I started to do even more research. Back in the old days, I only used to debate, but then I did more and more research, and the more books I started to read, every time I opened more books, Islamic Hadith collection, Tafasir, I was like, man, why did we not bring this up? So when I found this story like 7-8 years ago, almost 8 years ago, I was like, let me bring it to the public. And of course, I don't have the big following like you have or other big YouTube channels. But slowly people started to learn more about it. And then I saw also later Brother CP mentioning it. And slowly it reached guys like Raymond Ibrahim and you. So I'm happy that more people are now, hearing about this story that is very hidden, kept secret, in Islam. And slowly more Muslims are hearing about it. So I'm happy that people now are hearing about the Zut and what happened to Muhammad during the night of the jinn.
And even Raymond Ibrahim, when he posted his video, which got tons of attention, when he posted his video, he said, "This is what some of the Arabic-speaking Christians are pointing out." And he said, "I'm just going to tell you what the story is. It's other people who've been using this." So. Yeah, I guess you saw before everyone else did that this would be some things that might start bothering some Muslims, and that non-Muslims could want to use. And it's really, and now we've got Alex Jones talking about.
The thing is, Brother David Wood, the thing is, I did literally a couple days ago another live show about Az-Zut, and I challenged pretty much all the Muslim debaters to come up, and only one Muslim was man enough to join the live stream. And if you're interested to know, guys, what happened, go watch the live stream. He did everything necessary, that he brought all his trump card, and it didn't work out. And still, in the end, we had to conclude, yes, Muhammad was zutud by the jinn. So still, if there's a Muslim watching who has the knowledge and the courage to face me in an actual debate about it, you know where to find me, right?
And you said in the end this happened, but we want to be clear, we're not talking about in the Zut sense, everyone. Guys, keep your minds clean, because this is going to be it's kind of a disgusting topic, but we learned from the Muslims themselves what bothers them most, what causes them the most doubts about their religion is these moral problems with Muhammad. And every time a Muslim responds, they either go, "Oh, it's a weak hadith, it's a weak hadith." And so we can go to the scholars, or they say, "Yarkabun," that just means they're kind of crowding around him. And so no problem going to the lexicons and how the term was used. And so, guys, they have little arguments that they'll use, and the Dawa guys will tell their followers, "This is the refutation." But the refutation only works in an atmosphere of ignorance. It doesn't work if you call in to debate it with Rob Christian or with Jai&DoC or something like that. So they're kind of stuck with Muhammad and the night of Al-Zut.
Yep.
No way around it.
They can only play the Arabic card game. You don't speak Arabic, you don't know, but this is why they avoid people like Brother Jai or Sister DOC or myself or any Arabic-speaking Christian, because they don't know how to figure out how to play the game with us yet. Maybe in the future they will come up with something else. But this is why they are avoiding debating us like a plague. And you see how Cora is running from Sister DOC. You see how the Dina responds. I've challenged him multiple times to debate me. And his sister Duck Lips. Why are your heroes hiding Muslims? We're literally challenging for debates. Why are they hiding from us? Why are they only debating people who don't speak Arabic, if Arabic is such an important thing in Islam? We're here. We're not hiding.
Yeah, and that's what we saw in the video earlier. We saw Cora trying to pull the Arabic card on DOC, and that did not go well.
She literally said, guys, if you watch my video and Sister DOC's video, she literally said, what was the word that she was trying to teach us about, Reverend Reverson, in the video? Tariq, yeah, Tariq. Brother Reverson, if you hear someone who is going to teach you Arabic and he uses the word Tariq, not Tariq, what are you going to say about him? Like Cora the Explorer? Brother Reverson, you with me? Oh, Brother Reverson is maybe away.
Do you hear me, brother?
Yes, I can hear you.
No, I'm not. Do you hear me? Okay, yeah. I was saying I would call him the biggest jahil in the Majarra.
Brother,
like, how can he confuse
not Tariq, but Tariq. Embarrassing.
Horrible.
Cora is supposedly going to teach Sister DOC Arabic. Instead of using the word correctly, Tariq, because she's not an Arabic speaker, she said Tariq. There's nothing called Tariq in Arabic language. It's Tariq, not Tariq. That's not even Arabic. That's gibberish. That's not even a word. Embarrassing. And I included that part in my short video clip when I talked about Paul. And we're going, if I have enough time, guys, we're going to mention the video clip that I uploaded yesterday about Paul being a mighty messenger in Islam as well.
That didn't go well right there. So, yep, these are good times, guys. And speaking of good times, we've got Alex Jones. Yep, whatever you think about Alex Jones, guys, and some of the deranged things he's said on his shows over the years, mainly the stuff that would mainly tick me off was the stuff about the school shootings and them being fake and stuff like that. Things like that. But at the same time, when it comes to the story of Muhammad and Al-Zut, we want this story to be disseminated as widely as possible by anyone. And notice I said disseminated. You filthy-minded creeps heard inseminated. No, that's what the Al-Zut did to Muhammad. We're talking about spreading a story all around the world. And Alex Jones has a pretty interesting way of communicating this. Let's check out the first clip I saw. This was a couple months ago when he reviewed some videos about Muhammad and the night of Al-Zut, and then all this, and I thought he was just done with it, but apparently he just brings this up whenever someone's
Let me play this part here.
We're going to move on from Sneako's quest to be like Muhammad when he wrestled with the 30 black men and they rode him according to their top.
Oh, man, it's funny how he just looks completely serious the entire time he's saying all this stuff.
Brother David, small correction. It's not 30. I mean, the brother here is very generous. According to the tafsir, like a Tabari for chapter 46, ayah 29, it's thousands upon thousands, literally myriads of jinn. So 30, you guys are very generous, man, here in the West. I have to give it to you.
So I've been inviting Sneako on the show, and he called up, we saw the producers during the break, and he said, well, Alex...
Guys, this guy has a voice... Oh my God! Oh, I did lose a couple of brain cells though, reversing when I was when I watched the video the first time. This so-called debate, it wasn't even a debate, you know.
You talking about Alex?
Yeah, Alex and Sneako when they were talking to one another. I'm not kidding. It wasn't a high academic conversational level.
One is very loud. Yeah, one is very loud and the other is very stupid. That's how it was.
It was. I'm not kidding. I lost a couple of brain cells. I'm not kidding. But it was fun though. You know, being with Brother David and Jai and his wife was awesome though. Don't get me wrong.
Alex is being mean to me, but he said, Alex has been really mean to me, but I'll be polite and nice. I want to have a nice discussion with him. We will be talking about Sneako coming up because he's indicative of an American with an American accent who's going to Mecca and putting, wearing hijabs like he's a woman with the Palestinians.
He said hijabs.
What are you doing with those hijabs? Hijabs like he's a woman with the Palestinian, colors, and just hopping around. And most people haven't seen the video of him in New York. They saw the one where he said, we're taking over. Islam's going to dominate you if it's Allah's will. Every house will be under our control. He also, in the same event, but nobody really saw that, is saying we're going to get you and all this stuff. And this is the group that's been doing that more than anybody. This is the religion that makes you submit to it. The Jews will barely even let you join their group. You got to flip over backwards and stand on one leg and go through 14 flying fiery hoops. Christians all fight with each other with their 10,000 denominations, and they're trying to get you to join. There's been some cases where Christians got out of control and persecuted people, but that's not Christ-like. But that's not been going on for hundreds of years. It's Islam where it's officially we're taking over. That's God's will. So I followed this report last night, and I'm not going to play the whole thing here, but this goes right at Sneako. This is the points I'm going to bring up to him when he's on air. He also says Elon Musk is dumb. So what? You got a rocket ship company, a spaceship company. Oh, you're dumb. And you're a migrant. What are you doing saying deport me? He contributes to this country. He's not saying he wants to overthrow it, put in a monotheistic religion. You got all the stuff going on with Muhammad. His secret power in the Quran and in the Hadiths is 30 black men from Africa, the giant rode him through the night and gave them the magic seed. I'm not kidding, folks. And they believe that made him have the strength of 30 men. He's a superhero. Spider-Man gets bit by a spider and becomes super. Deadpool gets radiated and becomes super. Superman, our son, makes you more powerful. Usually something traumatic makes you more powerful. Well, in this case, it's gallons of African. That's quite the prophet, I have to tell you. I didn't, I guess that he'd be really popular in Hollywood right now. And I guess that's something Sneeko is interested in, reportedly.
The Zut are still around. They're called the Jot people now. It's actually on the Jot website. The Jot, they have a website for like their history and stuff, and it's even on there in their story. Hey, and in earlier times we were traveling migrant workers, and we were called the Zut back then, and we even met with Muhammad in the desert. Like, oh, you did more than meet him. Did more than meet him.
But guys, even in the tafsir, if you open the tafsir for chapter 46, ayah 29, because it's the context, the night of the jinn is an ayah of the Quran that supposedly Allah sent these jinns to ride the Prophet. So it was made possible by Allah. Allah sponsored the night of the jinn. And what Muslims don't even know is that there were multiple nights. So take notes, multiple nights. Muhammad sometimes used to go alone. Sometimes he took Abdullah bin Mas'ud and he used to draw a circle for him in the sand with his foot, let's say, or hand. And he made him sit in the circle. And he said, if you're going to go outside the circle, you're going to be unalived. So stay in a circle. And so Ibn Mas'ud was watching. On one of those nights, Abdullah was an eyewitness. Right? And he saw what happened to Muhammad. But some of the tafsir, when they explain who the Zut are, they said these are, dark-skinned persons that, from like Sudan or, black-skinned people from India, and we know that originally the people of, Pakistan, Afghanistan, the Zut, they are dark-skinned. People from India. People from India can also be very dark-skinned, like people from Sudan, Africa. You get the idea, right? That's how they describe the word Zut.
Now I understand also where the Marvel, the studio Marvel, where they get the information or the ideas from. They get it from a Zut. So now I understand.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's where all the superhero stories come from, right? They're like, Muhammad got his amazing powers, the strength of 30 men from being injected. Well, why don't we have Spider-Man be injected by a spider? That would work. All right, so that's guys, this was him agreeing to debate Sneeko. Guys,
imagine Muslims are such hypocrites, right? They try to avoid us like a plague, and they say, you Christians, you blaspheme Muhammad. How can we even blaspheme the Prophet if he's not their God? That doesn't even make sense. They say you insult all Prophet. But they are willing, these hypocrites, they are willing to debate people like Alex Jones, who has not much knowledge about Islam, not on an academic level, so to speak, like we do. So why are they debating Western people? Why they don't debate who speak Arabic? Us, Christians who speak Arabic. Why are you such runners? Why are you running, Muslims? Come and debate us. Why are you debating Western people who don't speak Arabic? Who don't know maybe enough about Islam like Alex Jones? Don't get me wrong. He might know the shell or the, some stuff about Islam, but he doesn't open the books like we do. He doesn't have access to the Arabic language like we do, and he doesn't open the books like we do. So why are you Muslims running? You go only for people who are very famous, have a big following. That's it. You are all about the numbers, right? You want to become famous on the back of these big influencers like Alex Jones. It's all about the numbers. That's why you're doing it, right? It's not about the truth. It's only about the numbers and the views for them. Views, right? It's all about the views, not about the truth. That's why, right? Yet Alex Jones, the stuff that he says about your Prophet, Muslims, is far more worse than I ever used on my lips, Brother Iverson. The things that that are coming out of his mouth about the Prophet of Islam and Sneeko and whatnot. That's crazy.
You don't have that kind of disclaimer.
Yeah. I mean, he's talking literally about semen and whatnot. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Gallons
But
of
it was a great
semen.
example. Give him
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
A great example.
Yep. That's crazy. Hypocrisy 101.
Yeah, that's what he goes out with. So, any thoughts on anything before we jump into the debate?
I want to say something. You know, the Muslims supposedly are avoiding us because we keep mentioning the Zut story. And remember, there's something called the criteria of embarrassment. So we are only quoting what their books are saying, and the hadith is authentic, and the men in the chain are all trustworthy men. So when we are reading, why are they trying to blacklist us? Why are they avoiding debating us? Yet Sneeko accepts a debate with this Alex. Yet Alex Jones, even what he says, I wouldn't even dare to mention on my lips. So that's hypocrisy. What is this? You know?
Yeah, so hey, that is interesting. So we will not talk to you guys. We will not talk to you, Rob Christian, because you talk about Muhammad and Al Zut. Okay, who are you going to talk to then? We're going to talk to Alex Jones, who's telling everyone about Muhammad and the Zut.
Allahu Akbar! You can't stop me. I'm coming.
Then tell me.
Look, did you see the hand gesture, guys? Do you see? Do you see the finger? Crazy.
And tell me. I'm coming. Durka Durka Muhammad.
Allahu Akbar!
Allahu Akbar.
Takbir!
The women.
Takbir!
The slavery that we take the women as.
And inshallah, you become Abdul Alex Jones.
What is great? What?
Inshallah.
The slavery that we take the women as.
Takbir! Takbir!
Durka Durka Muhammad.
Allahu
And tell me. I'm coming.
Akbar! You can't stop me. I'm coming.
Look at the finger. Did you see it? One more
Allahu
time.
Akbar!
Look at the finger.
You can't stop me. I'm coming.
Then tell me. I'm coming.
Did you catch it? That's what they're going to do to us when they take over, supposedly. Did you see the finger? One more time. Look at the finger. Look at the finger.
Allahu Akbar! You can't stop me. I'm coming.
Then tell me. I'm coming. Durka Durka Muhammad.
Allahu Akbar! Takbir!
The women.
Takbir!
The slavery that we take the women as.
And inshallah, you become Abdul Alex Jones.
What's crazy is this is the section that's listed as closing statements. The timestamp. you look at what so guys, I thought it was going to be a summary of points. Okay, so I pointed this out, I pointed this out, I pointed this out. He didn't refute this, and so this is still standing. It's this. Oh,
maybe that's how we should do our finishing statement.
Yeah,
this is how we should always do closing statements. Yeah. Okay, this is the new way to do closing statements. All right, we got it now.
He's crashing out literally.
I'm waiting for
Look at Sneeko.
That's crazy.
Take care, Sneeko. We'll see you.
Salam alaikum, Alex.
Live.com is where reality begins.
Salam alaikum, Alex.
Assalamu alaikum. Marry your cousin. It's so much
Bring your
fun.
cousin.
Really
Oh wow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I just want to wear a nightgown.
That was funny. Look at this was funny.
Marry your cousin. It's so much fun.
You really have
Oh wow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I just want to wear a nightgown. It's the style.
Yeah. What do you think Jesus wore? You keep doing this. How did Jesus dress?
No, I don't like that about
You said
Jesus.
I follow a foreign religion. Wait, Alex, where's Christianity from? Where's Christianity from? You said I follow a foreign religion. Where's it from?
It's from the Abrahamic religion.
Oh.
Durka Muhammad Jihad.
Wow.
It comes from your Jewish supreme leaders. It comes from Abraham, who you are the bad son. You are the bad Islami. Bad Abraham say, you are not the chosen. No good, Sneaky. You are cursed, Sneaky. You are cursed to wear nightgown.
Look at you are cursed to wear nightgowns. Look at Sneeko. Oh my goodness. Sneeko's in a suit, man.
And married cousin. Bye, Sneaky. His name is a sneaky snake or snake. All right, we love you, Sneaky.
See you tomorrow. Salam alaikum.
Bye. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh man, I love
the mic on.
Oh man.
I was watching that.
Oh my goodness, guys.
Boy. Yeah, we had to watch that.
I literally, I'm not kidding. When I watch this, them crashing out, I lost a couple of brain cells. I'm going to be honest.
Nothing to come back with about the cousin marriage.
He doesn't know like where Sneeko in his mind. He's thinking like, do I troll him back or do I get serious? Or do I put on like a serious face, like act like I'm offended? He doesn't know. He's like stunned. Like Alex Jones is just like stunning him the entire time. He doesn't know whether to be serious or whether to joke with them or what to do.
Well, he tried to be serious. That didn't work.
And he tried to joke too, and he's not as funny. So
these guys should have a regular show together. I'm just saying, and they should like each be able to bring a guest on with them and stuff like that. And they're like the comic relief, and they can just start screaming over each other like that. And then they could have a serious person there as well.
All right, let's continue.
Speaking of good times, we've got Alex Jones. Yep. Whatever you think about Alex Jones, guys, and some of the deranged things he's said on his shows over the years, mainly the stuff that would mainly tick me off was the stuff about the school shootings and them being fake and stuff like that. Things like that. But at the same time, when it comes to the story of Muhammad and Al-Zut, we want this story to be disseminated as widely as possible by anyone. And notice I said disseminated. You filthy-minded creeps heard inseminated. No, that's what the Al-Zut did to Muhammad. We're talking about spreading a story all around the world. And Alex Jones has a pretty interesting way of communicating this. Let's check out the first clip I saw. This was a couple months ago when he reviewed some videos about Muhammad and the night of Al-Zut, and then all this, and I thought he was just done with it, but apparently he just brings this up whenever someone's annoying him. And so here's the first clip I saw yesterday where I was like, oh, he's bringing this up again, that he's talking about Sneeko, and Sneeko annoyed Alex Jones and other people with this little New York clip. Islam's going to take over New York City. This is going to be the Islamic Republic of New York City. And Alex Jones said, deport him. And Elon Musk agreed. And so let's see how Alex
so even Elon Musk, the richest person on this planet, was involved. Wow.
Reacted to that.
This year, Andrew Tate revealed that he and Ye won't associate with Sneeko because he, according to them, tried to have sex with them.
And he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal. And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me.
But like when I was like 14, I thought I was gay. I watched gay porn.
Nigga, you gay. And when I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do is just not talk to him anymore.
So I guess if you study what the Prophet Muhammad did, he reportedly got his secret magical powers from 30 virile black men filling his rectum with gallons of semen. I'm not kidding. Look it up. So in a way, not only is Islam all about pedophilia and marrying 9-year-olds, it's also about taking gallons of semen in your rectum. So, I mean, in a way, I've got to say he's a true Muslim. But we're going to move on from Sneeko's quest to be like Muhammad when he wrestled with the 30 black men and they rode him, according to their top.
Oh, man, it's funny how he just looks completely serious the entire time he's saying all this stuff.
Brother David, small correction. It's not 30. I mean, the brother here is very generous. According to the tafsir, like a Tabari for chapter 46, ayah 29, it's thousands upon thousands, literally myriads of jinn. So 30, you guys are very generous, man, here in the West. I have to give it to you.
Yeah, he got the number 30 from me because I tied it into, I said, hey, this would explain why Muhammad said that he had the strength of 30 men. So this was kind of multiple directions, but not in the Zut sense, but IP, when he was doing his research for his debate with Daniel Hakikachu on child marriage and things like that in the ancient world, when I was telling him about Muhammad and the night of Al-Zut, we're sitting there. We're in New York, and it's me and IP, Avery and Christina, one or two other people. We're sitting in a restaurant. I'm telling him about the story. And he goes, "This reminds me of some of the stuff I was reading to prepare for my debate with Daniel Hakikachu," because he was reading about child marriage, but he also read about some of these weird practices in certain places, Southeast Asia, where they had a belief that other men could inject their manliness into adolescence by inseminating them. And the more you were inseminated by strong, virile men, the stronger and stronger you would become. The stronger and more virile you would become. It's total nonsense, but they had people who believed it. And so, you got Muhammad, who's called the ear because he believes whatever anyone tells him. And he's a caravan trader. And you had the Zut. The Zut were like traveling migrants workers back then. And apparently it could have been that they told him the story. Hey, did you know that men can inject other men with their virility, and that will make the man even stronger?
Hold on. So Muhammad's idea, and this is an interesting thought, what Brother David just said. So Muhammad must have thought if thousands on top of thousands of creatures came to zot me and put gallons of peep in me, maybe I will get this myriads of jinn.
It's
to
leaders,
zot Muhammad, maybe he get the strength of thousands and thousands of these creatures, right?
Crazy.
Brother Riverson, what's your thought about it? Interesting, stuff.
Yeah. I was saying it's liters. We don't measure with gallons in the Middle East. It's metric.
Oh, man.
But like the thought of even like what? So you get stronger by inflation in Islam? Is that it?
Let's listen to it one more time. This is interesting.
Or you were inseminated by strong, virile men, the stronger and stronger you would become. The stronger and more virile you would become.
Steroids.
It's total nonsense, but they had people who believed it. And so, you got Muhammad, who's called the ear because he believes whatever anyone tells him. And he's a caravan trader. And you had the Zut. The Zut were like traveling migrants workers back then. And apparently it could have been that they told him the story. Hey, did you know that men can inject other men with their virility, and that will make the man even stronger? And then, so it's a hypothesis that ties multiple things together. But maybe Muhammad bought this story and said, you know what? I want to become the strongest, most virile man ever. And so let's go out in the desert and make me as manly as possible. And then that could account for why his followers would brag that he had the strength of 30 men. They meant it like literally. Muhammad had the strength of 30 men injected into him on the night of Al-Zut. And so I tossed the number 30 in there with that. And then looks like Alex Jones is going with the 30 men hypothesis.
So just to give people an idea, okay, what happened exactly, so maybe you're, so let's see what was going on, to get the understanding, guys. What is this Zut thing going on with Muhammad? What was it again? Here, to give you an idea, right, guys? Just to give you an idea. Okay, to give you an idea. Let's see if we can play something here to give you an idea. He's crying.
Well, my friends, the moon is high out here in the dunes where the straight boys never fly. Tents are popping, boots are dropping, Al-Zoots are hot and the lube ain't stopping. Feel the heat rising from the sand, 100 shirtless bros with their dicks in hand. No names, no shame.
Look at the Zut train. Guys, the Zut train is coming to town.
Gonna ride that train till we all reach the glory hole. Tamboli, they say the sand gets in my crack. Oh, hey, oh, bend over, take it back. Oh.
Okay, enough. We get the idea, Rob. We get the idea. Okay. Forgive me, guys. Forgive me, okay? Forgive me.
Boy, fun times. All right, so that was one clip, guys. That was one clip. And then after that, so he posted that, and then I shared that, or someone posted it on X, and then I shared that. And then we had a little later, same day, he was still annoyed at Sneeko, but he posted this as a debate challenge. So let's check this out.
So I've been inviting Sneeko on the show. And he called up, we was talking to the producers during the break, and he said, well, Alex is being mean to me, but I didn't talk to him. I got this second half of the producer, but she's very accurate. He said, Alex has been really mean to me, but I'll be polite and nice. I want to have a nice discussion with him. And I told him to tell her, yeah, sure, have him on. And he goes, well, you need to come on my show. And I said, when? She calls him back 7 o'clock tonight. Well, I don't have a lot of medical issues, but I've been lifting weights a lot and everything, and I got a tendon issue on my left arm with my shoulder, and I got this kinesiologist that comes over every few months. It's very painful. I can also go to their office during the day. They do house calls. We pay them more. And this lady will absolutely get my tendons back in line, and I can lift weights again and feel great. Don't need any surgery. She's going to stick her fingers in there, and it's literally, it makes me almost cry. It's excruciating. It takes about an hour. So I work on both shoulders. This one goes out too. It's on the verge of it.
We don't need this long story, man. Just get to the point.
And I'm sorry. I'm not going to...
So 107, I injured my tendon. And
sold my kinesiology hour-long thing of torture for the other torture of going on with Sneeko, but I'm...
Oh, okay. All is forgiven. Yeah. That was funny. That was funny. So I gave up that torture for the torture of going on with Sneeko.
Happy to do it. He said he can't come on my show today, but I can go on his show at 3. Well, I have other stuff to do at 3 and other commitments, but I might cancel those for Sneeko. We will be talking about Sneeko coming up because he's indicative of an American with an American accent who's going to Mecca and putting, wearing hijabs like he's a woman with the Palestinians.
He said hijabs. What are you doing with those hijabs? That reminded me when...
let's move on.
Yeah.
So this is from Kitab Adab.
All right, guys. So what the video that of the next section of the collab that we had with brother David Wood, sister DOC, and her husband brother Jai, we're going to address the word yarkabuna, because Muslims say it does not mean to ride the Prophet. Yes, it does mean to ride the Prophet in a sexual way, to ride. Right? To ride. So that's first, the brother and the sister will address it. Then I will also open some books to show you that, yes, when the Zut were riding the Prophet, yarkabuna, again, the Arabic word is yarkabuna, that it actually does mean to ride. Exactly. So watch this.
The book of women's etiquette by Abdul Malik ibn Habib. And here he's talking about a man made his wife do a certain thing. عن جابر بن عتبة أن رجلا أبرك امرأته فدسرها دسرة. Okay, and is it on the screen?
No, wait. Just...
Okay, so he made her kneel down, meaning his wife.
I'll read it.
You read it.
So he made her...
Sister DOC, as a woman, as a lady, she is so if you read it in Arabic, in the Arabic, guys, it's even more filthy than the English. I'm not kidding. It's so explicit. Brother Reverse, you want to add something? You understand why Sister DOC doesn't want to read it, right?
Of course, she's shy of reading it because it's so vulgar.
Yes.
Like literally.
Again, so what? So what? So what?
I said it's vulgar language.
That's why, a lady like Sister DOC, she doesn't want to read it and she wants to leave it to her husband to read it. I understand.
Kneel down. He made his wife kneel down, and it says that he thrusted into her a thrust. Thrusted into her a thrust.
That's what yarkabuna means. Do you see? It is about intercourse.
Her to to fall on her face, and her body was like stiffened or tightened from the pain. And then it said, this is what was referred to by Ali when he said, she is a mount that he rides. The same exact Arabic verb, he rides however he wishes. So they're connecting a man, sorry for the language, thrusting his wife and her body.
Neo, if it's not, come up, because we're quoting your sources and we're proving from your sources what the word yarkabu means. Come up and have a debate with me about it. So we can teach you something, Neo. I know you're hurt, like Muhammad was hurt after the jinn were done with him, and he admits it that he was hurt and he was in pain. So the question is, where was the pain when the jinn, the thousands of jinn on top of thousands of jinn, were done riding the Prophet?
Tightens up and is in pain afterwards. And then he says, this is what Ali meant when he said that this is a woman who a man mounts and he rides however he wishes. And he did not impose any penalty upon him for that. But it's the same exact Arabic verb.
So not only does it show that Ali is okay with saying the wife, but he uses the same word, yarkabuha, the same word, yarkabuha.
So the husband of that woman is yarkabuha. So he's riding her. Riding the woman, meaning intercourse.
Muhammad.
So one of them is just the plural, and one of them is applying it, this is a singular, but applying it to a female.
So notice, this is between a male and a female, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So
and then
now I'm going
another
to make
source.
it more worse if you're done, because I'm going to show you male and male in the classical books.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, Sister DOC, did you catch, guys? Did you see the face of Sister DOC? Sister DOC and Brother Jai brought a source from the Islamic books that is talking about what a man does to his or a husband, let's say, does to his wife in a intercourse, in a sexual way. And I said I can even show you that is between men. Forget about women. If you put the women aside, it's the word sodomy.
Male and male in the classical books.
Yeah. Okay. And then, we just have a dictionary as well that gives a common kind of phrase or common saying from the people, which is that a man mounted the woman, meaning what? That he had sexual intercourse with her. But in Arabic, it's the same exact word, rakaba, it's the same exact verb.
Yeah, dictionary is called Muhit al-Muhit. Okay, page 347. Rakib al-Mar'a. Again, if you...
Brother Reversion, can you provide the source? Muhit al-Muhit? What was the page again? Muhit al-Muhit? Hold on.
Rakaba, it's same exact verb.
Yeah, dictionary is called Muhit al-Muhit. Okay.
So this is the dictionary, Muhit al-Muhit. Dictionary, Arabic dictionary. Arabic dictionary. Muhit al-Muhit. Page?
Page 347.
Page 347. Page 347. Again, Muhit al-Muhit. Page, that's the name of the book, the dictionary. Dictionary. Muhit al-Muhit, page 347. That's the source that she, the sister DOC, and her husband Jai were reading from. So they are even using dictionary, Arabic dictionary, to explain what it means.
Rakib al-Mar'a, again, if you remember the word rakaba, yarkabun, common people say it about
having intercourse, sexual intercourse.
With a woman, yeah.
So those are, in terms of everything, it's mistranslated or something like that. These are some sources you could reference to show that's not the case. 1 second.
Let's see. All right. So that's between, as the brother and the sister said, that's between a male and a female. But guess what? If we open the books, the other books, for example, Tafsir al-Tabari. This is Tafsir al-Tabari volume.
So you see, guys, there were some technical difficulties. Brother David Wood was not able to make my screen bigger. And I'm showing the book. And I will show you also on the bigger screen here, the same book. So don't worry, be happy. And I'll provide the sources as well. But let me first, play the video and how I explained it during that collab. So Tafsir al-Tabari, the 9th century scholar, Imam al-Tabari himself.
guess what? If we open the books, the other books, like for example, Tafsir al-Tabari. This is Tafsir al-Tabari, volume 9. Look, Tafsir al-Tabari, volume 9. Here's the cover of the book. We have literally the scanned books in front of us. This is page 27 for the Quran, explanation for the Quran, page 27, Tafsir al-Tabari. Guess what wording is used in Arabic? كانوا يعترضون بالركاب. And here's the reference. Tafsir al-Tabari, volume 9, page 27. Look what it says. Yunus told me, he said, Ibn Wahab told us, he said that Ibn Zayd said for Allah's saying, and you come together in your gatherings for wrongdoing. Now let's see what the wrongdoing means. The fahisha, the evil act. This is for chapter 27 of the Quran, ayah 54, Tafsir al-Tabari, i.e. the people of Lut.
The people of Lut.
Guess, you know what I'm going to go to, right? Watch this. Watch this. He said, this is the Arabic, and here's the English. He said, their gatherings, their assemblies, and their evil deed, let's see what it is, was they would intercept or block a traveler, meaning a male traveler, or a rider who's riding, let's say, a camel or a horse. They would grab him and ride him, i.e.
Did you see the reaction of Brother David Wood? So, in the context of the Quran, when Imam al-Tabari explains the meaning of the fahisha, the wrongdoing of the people of Lut, which word is used? The same word, yarkabuna, i.e. to sodomize the person that they blocked. So they used to block the riders who traveled to their city or enter their city or their, the place the area that they lived in, who maybe came, riding a camel or riding even a donkey or a horse, blocking him, roadblocks, and then sodomize him.
Mm-hmm. You see it?
Yep.
And that's what it says. Guess which word is used?
So guys, as I said, here is the source. Brother Reversing already, right? You're with me, right?
Yeah.
So let me give the people the source so Muslims can't say, Rob, you're lying or anything, That's not how it works. Yeah. What did you say, brother?
I just posted it.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. So this is in the context of chapter 27, Tafsir al-Tabari, for the Quran, for chapter 27, ayah 54, Tafsir al-Tabari. Okay. So, and here is the page. Here is the Arabic on top. Read the Arabic, brother. This is report 27815, 27815, Tafsir al-Tabari, volume 9, page 27, and I put the translation in the meaning of yarkabuna. Read it, brother.
Yeah, it says عملهم الخبيث الذي كانوا يعملونه كانوا يعترضون بالراكب فيأخذونه ويركبونه.
They did what? Repeat the Arabic one more time. كانوا شو?
كانوا يعترضون بالراكب فيأخذونه ويركبونه.
Last word one more time.
يركبونه.
ويركبونه. Read the English.
Translation is, Yunus told me, he said, Ibn Wahab told us, he said that Ibn Zayd said for Allah saying, and you come together in your gatherings for wrongdoing. This is Quran 27, verse 54. The people of Lot, he said, their gatherings, the assemblies, and their evil deeds was, they would intercept or block a traveler or a rider, and then they would grab him and ride him, i.e. sodomize him.
Do you see what the word yarkabuna means? When it means between a male and a male. Sister DOC and Brother Jai explained between a male and a female from the Arabic dictionary. This is the tafsir for the Quran by Tafsir al-Tabari. Explained that it means to ride him, meaning to him in the anus. When they are talking in the context of the people of Lut, i.e. Sodom and Gomorrah. right? And because of that, the Lord destroyed the two cities, Sodom and Gomorrah, for what the people used to do, practice sodomy. Boom. That's book number 1. Let's continue. See, I'm opening the books and I'm reading only.
بالركاب.
Yep.
Same word.
Huh.
That's book 1. Here is Ibn Qayyim. So this is book number 2, Ibn Qayyim. Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah, the student of Ibn Taymiyyah himself.
And the book is called اجتماع الجيوش الإسلامية. That's the title of the book of Ibn Qayyim. Ibn Qayyim is the student of Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah.
The book is, here's the book cover.
اجتماع الجيوش
And here's the
الإسلامية.
title by Ibn Qayyim. On page, let's see what page? Page 256. Mujahid said, this is a student of, or the successor of Ibn Abbas, the cousin of Muhammad. Mujahid said, for Allah's saying, again, Quran, guys, this is tafsir for the Quran. For Allah's saying, and follow their lusts. So people who follow their lusts, let's see what the lusts are. Chapter 19 of the Quran, ayah 59. He said, they are in this nation, they are ridden, i.e., and again, look the Arabic. Sister DOC and Jai, they can confirm. يتراكبون كما تتراكب.
The animals like the donkeys والأنعام. الحمير والأنعام.
الحمير والأنعام. Right? So if you ride, as if you're riding a donkey or an an'am. And guess what it's
donkeys and cattle.
So,
donkeys and cattle.
Yeah. So, and look what it says. They are ridden, i.e. to have intercourse with them, just as donkeys and livestock are ridden in the roads. They feel no shame. Why? Because they are doing the act of intercourse before the people on earth, nor do they fear Allah in heaven. It was narrated by Al-Haytham bin Khalaf Ad-Durri in the book, which book? Let's see. Book of Prohibition of
Sodomy.
Do you see the context?
Yep.
So, never.
So, look, guys, to show you the next book. Ready, Reverson? يا كافر يا عدو الله. Ready? اجتماع جيوش الإسلامية بابن قيم الجوزية. I already dropped the link. Here is page 256. Let's read the Arabic and English back to back. Go ahead, brother.
It says.
Start with reading وقال
it says
مجاهد. وقال مجاهد.
Yeah, وقال مجاهد.
Yeah.
Okay. وقال مجاهد في قوله تعالى فخلف من بعدهم خلف أضاعوا الصلوات واتبعوا الشهوات قال هم في هذه الأمة يتراكبون كما تتراكب الحمر والأنعام في الطرق ولا يستحيون الناس في الأرض ولا يخافون الله في السماء رواه الهيثم بن خلف الدوري في كتاب تحريم اللواط. Translation. Mujahid said, for Allah's saying, and followed their lust. This is verse 19. This is chapter 19, verse 58. He said, they are in this nation, they are ridden, i.e. sexual, just as donkeys and livestock are ridden in the roads. They feel no shame before the people on earth, nor do they fear Allah in heaven. It was narrated by Al-Haytham bin Khalaf bin Ad-Duri in the book of Prohibition of Sodomy, Tahrim al-Liwat.
Tahrim, the kitab is even called the prohibition, making no halal, haram in other words, of practicing sodomy. So you see, guys, when it's talking about males, it means sodomy. When it's talking about a female and a male, it's intercourse. Did you catch it? So the Zut were riding the Prophet. They are creatures riding Muhammad, and they came naked, completely naked. Inshallah, laysa alayhim thiyab. Laysa alayhim thiyab. They are naked, according to the hadith. According to Musnad Ahmad 3788. That's the source, by the way, for the people who want to reference. In Musnad Ahmad 378, it literally says, if Allah wills, they have no clothes. Why if Allah no wills? Allah wills it clearly. He sent these creatures to ride the Prophet, according to chapter 46, ayah 29. He sent these jinns to hear the Quran while Muhammad is being ridden by thousands on top of thousands of jinns. Myriads, literally, guys. Myriads of jinn, thousands of them. Right? So do you see what it means? So they have to lie about the Arabic language, right? And one of the Muslims even challenged me to show him the meaning of, riding, that it means in a sexual way before the 20th or 21st century. Remember when we showed the article on X, brother? Yeah. He said it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. Let me see if I can find it one more time so I can put it on the screen. Here's the objection of the Muslim donkey who doesn't know Arabic, clearly a Pakistani or Afghanistani. He challenged me, guys. Right? He challenged me. Look what his challenge was. Let me make it a bit bigger. He said, "Can you actually prove the word raqaba?" Again, raqaba, bro. Raqaba. يخرب بيتك. Neck. He says neck. يخرب بيتك. It's rakaba or rakiba, not raqaba. He's saying literally neck. Raqaba, neck. What an idiot. Anyway. What an idiot you are, Muslims. But anyway, can you actually prove the word rakiba or rakaba was used as a slang? So he wants me to prove it. He's putting the burden of proof on me because he's addressing me on top. Before the 20th or 21st century, this is just sad. It is sad that you don't know Arabic. It is sad that you don't know Arabic. Ya Ahmar ibn Ahmar, MN, whatever your name is. We just provided not one, but two different sources because Tafsir al-Tabari is from the 9th century and Ibn Qayyim is from the 14th century. That's before the 20th and 21st century. Ya miskeen, ya jahil. Go learn Arabic and go study your books. Boom. Boom. Let's continue.
Ever challenge a Duri in the book? Which book? Let's see. Book of Prohibition of.
Oh.
Do you see the context?
Yep.
So never ever challenge us about the meaning of yarkabuna Muslims because it's going to become really, really bad for you.
And it is crazy because it's the same thing with it's the same thing with like Korah and stuff, in that they just keep there are Muslims who are getting their information about how to respond to objections that are being raised from people who are just making things up, and then they just run with the bad objections. And I pointed out before, okay, this works in your crowd. When the Muslim scholar says, oh, yes, the word Yarkabun, it simply means to crowd around because they really, really, really wanted to hear the Quran. It never means this. Okay, that might work for your crowd, which is willing to accept any response.
Did you catch it, guys? So Muslims might deceive non-Muslims or even Western people who don't speak Arabic with their lies using the Arabic card game. You don't know Arabic. But it doesn't work with people like us, with people like Brother Reverson, with me, Brother Jai and his beloved wife, our sister DOC. It doesn't work with us. It might work when you deceive your non-Arabic speaking, gullible Muslim audience. But as Arabic speaking Christians, we're going to demolish you with your lies about the Arabic language.
It doesn't work if you actually...
If I may add something, Brother Rob.
Yes, go ahead, Brother Reverson.
Yeah, imagine you coming to me and telling me like, Erkab al-Khayl, for example, like ride the horse, and then you come and find me standing next to it. Like, wouldn't you think I'm stupid? How does Yarkabun
Brother, you're crowding
mean
the horse, okay?
around?
You're not riding the horse, you're crowding the horse.
Exactly. Or you say Irkab al-Sayyara, like ride the car or get in the car, and you find me just standing next to it. You'd think I'm stupid. Why? Because there's a meaning for the word specifically used in that context. How would it mean gathering? How is gathering or standing next to something yarkab? It doesn't make sense.
Literally, Muhammad's back was blown out during the night of the jinn. There's no way of running from it or just explaining it away. Your prophet lost his again his virginity that night.
And that they just
from
keep
the back door.
There are Muslims who are getting their information about how to respond to objections that are being raised from people who are just making things up, and then they just.
Brother Samawi. طيب لو قلت أركب الطيارة reversing. Brother Samawi in the chat, he's providing a sentence.
I would hold on to the wing, right? Like, see how stupid it is for an Arab speaker to say such a thing? It makes no sense.
Yep. يا زلمة شو هاد يخرب بيتكم. Why would you follow a prophet whose back was blown out by thousands on top of thousands of jinn? Because that's what the tafasir say, right? That's what the tafasir say. Thousands on top of thousands of jinn. Maybe Muhammad wanted some steroids from the jinn, thinking that, it would make him very strong, a manly man, finally.
Just run with the bad objections. And I pointed out before, okay, this works in your crowd. When the Muslim scholar says, oh, yes, the word Yarkabun, it simply means to crowd around because they really, really, really wanted to hear the Quran.
It's all about hearing the Quran.
Okay, that might work for your crowd, which is willing to accept any response. It doesn't work if you actually go on a show with Jai&DoC or Rob Christian or something like that, which is why they don't want to come near you guys.
Amen to that.
Interestingly, Brother Rashid did a episode on Al-Zut.
Brother Rashid did one?
He did. None of his Arab comments ever mentioned or disputed the Arabic.
Oh, hold on. There's a brother, he's a very famous media personality in the Arab world. He's an ex-Muslim. He became Christian a long time ago. Ex-Muslim from Morocco. And he's hosting beautiful, beautiful live streams on social media. He's very famous in the Arab world. Brother Rashid, when he did that live stream, Sister DOC explains that no Muslim Arabic, any Muslim who speaks Arabic in that section on social media, the Arabic section of social media, even objected about the meaning. Listen one more time to what the Sister DOC said. That's very important.
The word Yarkabun, it simply means to crowd around because they really, really, really wanted to hear the Quran. It never means this. Okay, that might work for your crowd, which is willing to accept any response. It doesn't work if you actually go on a show with Jai&DoC or Rob Christian or something like that, which is why they don't want to come near you guys.
Amen to that.
Interestingly, Brother Rashid did a episode on Al-Zut.
Brother Rashid did one?
He did. None of his Arab comments ever mentioned or disputed the Arabic.
Yeah, it's funny when he's doing shows in Arabic about it, no one ever calls in and says...
No. And in the comments, Muslims complain.
Yeah.
None of them complained about the meaning
That's
of
not
that
what the word means.
Because everybody knows what it means.
Did you catch it? In the Arab world, the Arabic-speaking Muslims, they did not object on the meaning of yarkabuna because they know that it's sexual. It's talking about intercourse. Or, as I explained from the Islamic books earlier, when you have a male and a male doing it, it's sodomy.
It's a word that's used even now in contemporary Arabic about riding, like riding a car. I say yarkab al-sayyara, I'm riding a car.
Yeah.
Or riding a donkey, yarkab al-himar. They use it now.
Yeah.
And by the way, I asked Brother Rashid about the story one time. His dad was an imam, and he said, yeah, no, I heard the story when I was young. So he heard the story when he was young as a Muslim. He knew the story of Muhammad and Al-Zut. Crazy stuff. All right, let's check out some more of this.
On top of that, guys, even if we put the word riding aside, the problem is the hadith in Musnad Ahmad, hadith number 3788. Again, the main source, Musnad Ahmad by Ahmad ibn Hanbal, 3788. It says that the creatures who came to ride the Prophet were naked. Not only naked, but they came in the shape of haninan. And the word haninan is the plural form of hin. When we were assembled on a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago when we were doing the live show on Brother God Logic, I brought it up again. The word haninan that is mentioned, ثُمَّ إِنَّهُ ذَكَرَ هَنِينًا كَإِنَّهُمُ الزُّطْ. Haninan is the plural form of hin, and hin means what? The penis of a man. So these creatures came literally in the shape of penises. So what do you mean it doesn't mean intercourse?
Look, guys, what I just talked about is literally from the main source. Musnad al-Imam Ahmad, 3788, volume 1 in this publishing company. This is Dar al-Fikr edition, from Beirut. This is published in Beirut, Lebanon. Okay, look, and to prove it, we have the source. Look, Rudder Reversing, you can confirm. Look, here is the page.
Yes.
When you open the book, Dar al-Fikr. Look here, the stamp and everything. Look, the stamp and everything. And here is, when it was published, as you see, الطبعة الأولى دار الفكر.com.lb Lebanon, right? Here is the email, here's the page and everything. And also the fax number, because in the old days they used to use fax, very old copy. Beirut, Lebanon. This is the Beirut, Lebanon edition. That's where it was printed. Aywa. So, and then, of course, we open the page. Watch this. Here's the hadith on page 583. Let me make it even bigger. 583. You can see it already there. 583. Aywa. Is it big enough? I think it can be even bigger. Big enough for you? Yeah, that's the page number. Musnad Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the eyewitness. That's Abdullah bin Mas'ud, who was watching in his Musnad. That's book 25, Musnad Abdullah bin Mas'ud, radiyallahu anhu. May Allah be pleased with him, watching in the peep show happening to Muhammad. Page 583 in the Arabic. So we zoom out a little bit so can fit the page. Look, we go all the way back to the hadith. Look, 3788, Musnad Ahmad 3788. That's the hadith number. Of course, it's very, very authentic. And here's the word haninan. Let me zoom in now again. Haninan. Thumma innahu dhakara haninan. Here's the word haninan. Very important. Haninan. Ka'innahum az-zut. As if they are az-zut. And here's the word az-zut, by the way, here. Here's the word az-zut. Do you see it? Zut. Haninan. Now pay attention what the word haninan means. To know what kind of creatures they came to do yarkabuna. Here's the word yarkabuna. Let me put it here also. Yarkabuna. That's there. That's the word. Yarkabuna. فَجَعَلُوا يَرْكَبُونَ رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. And they came and they started to ride Muhammad, riding him. And then if we go to the footnote, look what the footnote says. Footnote, here's the dividing line. And underneath you have the footnote. Did you catch it? The footnote. That's the footnote. Footnote. Aywa. The dividing line. Aywa. Here. Dividing line. Here is the hadith being explained by the modern day editor. Haninan hanin jam'ahin wa huwa udur rajul. And these are banana-shaped creatures. Brother Reverson, if they are banana-shaped, plant-shaped, zucchini or cucumber-shaped creatures who came to ride the Prophet, what could they have done to him? And as we earlier also explained that it means intercourse. What did they do to him? Maybe you were stupid according to the Muslims. Maybe you are dumb. We don't know Arabic. What is it? What could it mean? And why was Muhammad in pain?
I would ask the question on why Ibn Mas'ud used this specific description of those people. Like he could have just left it at being black, right?
Yep.
Or being from Zut. No, but he expanded on it specifically because it was sexual. It had to be. They were naked. They were penis shaped. What were they doing?
Brother, look at the faces of...
Yeah.
Look at the faces of the sister and brother David. Oh man, too much.
Well, it's not like they're trying really hard to be accurate. It's just, can you tell us any response to give? Here's what's crazy, and this is because this worked for Islam for a long time. Like I talked about this probably, I don't know, 10 years ago or something. I made a video called Islam's 99-1 rule, where Islam has always had the mentality, if you say something and 99% of the people are just going to mindlessly go along with what you say, and 1% are going to question you, but the 99% can kind of overwhelm or silence the one, then it's in your best interest, if you don't mind being deceptive, to just keep making things up and spread nonsense, as long as you have vast majority of people are just going to mindlessly go along with what you're saying. And so, this is the scientific miracles. Well, guess what? Zakir Naik is talking to 10,000 Muslims. Well over 99% of them are just going to believe whatever he's saying. But you keep doing that, and your religion is propped up on lies that you were telling to people who will gullibly accept the lies, and eventually get to the age of the internet where it's easier for people to respond to this stuff and to get the response out to large numbers of people, and then it just stops working. But you still see they're still stuck. They're still glued to that same method. People are raising this objection about Al-Zut. Well, we'll give them this response. And vast majority of their followers, oh yes, wow, what a great response. Now we know that these people are liars. They're lying about the Al-Zut. And go ahead and take what they told you, what your Muslim leader, your imam, your dawah guy told you is a good response. And then call into Rob Christian or to Jai&DoC and see how well it works. Guess what?
As if they would dare, Brother David would. As if any Muslim would dare. Either they're going to throw the hadith under the bus and lie about the chain of narration, or they're going to lie about the Arabic, but it doesn't work with us. So they try then to avoid us like a plague. They would not even dare to come near us. Why? Because we will zut them academically, in an academic sense, like Muhammad was zutted by these jinns who came in the shape of male private parts.
It won't work.
I mean, Muhammad
Sorry,
brother. Muhammad was in crowds of his followers lots of times. Why did we never see the word Yarkabuna with any of those times he was in crowds? Only in this creepy night when he went out in the middle of the night on his own with Ibn Mas'ud. And
did you hear what she just said, Brother Reversa?
Yeah.
What did she say? Repeat again. Explain what you just heard.
What Doc said?
Yeah, what Sister DOC said. She said about Muhammad was crowded by Muslims many times, but never, never did it say Yarkabuna Rasulullah. But when it comes to a Zut story, suddenly Yarkabuna means crowded. Doesn't mean intercourse. Right? So what's your view on it?
It doesn't make sense in any context they try to put it in. Like that word specifically can never mean a gathering. Never. Like no matter how you put it in a sentence, it can never mean people coming together. It's usually something on top of another. That is the explicit explanation would be like that. So whether it's a human, whether it's a horse, whether it's a mountain, whether it's a hill, it doesn't matter, but you would use that word to signify that something went on top of a different thing, on another. That is the true meaning of it.
The word Yarkabuna with any of those times he was in crowds. Only
told you is a good response. And then call into Rob Christian or to Jai&DoC and see how well it works. Guess what? It won't work.
I mean, Muhammad
Sorry,
brother. Muhammad was in crowds of his followers lots of times. Why did we never see the word Yarkabuna with any of those times he was in crowds? Only in this creepy night when he went out in the middle of the night on his own with Ibn Mas'ud. And,
The thing is, guys, if some people in the chat are still not convinced yet that the word that is used actually means the male private part, here is the actual main source, the main hadith. Look, Musnad al-Imam Ahmad, hadith 3788. In this publishing company of Musnad Ahmad by Ahmad ibn Hanbal, this is the, let's see, Dar al-Fikr.
So as you see, guys, I'm showing again the video. In this collab that we did, I'm showing the book even when we're talking about it. Unlike the Muslims, we always come with books. We have the evidence. But Muslims never bring any evidence for their claims. Why is that, Brother Reverson? Why do Christians always bring the evidence? Why Christians bring the receipts unlike the Muslims?
Because we're the ones who are not lying. That's why.
If you're not
If you have
scared,
something to hide.
exactly. If you don't have something to hide, why would you not bring the evidence? Did you catch it?
Look what it says. Volume 1, Ahmed ibn Hanbal. So we're going to go straight to the main source. Look. On page 583, Arabic 583, book 25, chapter 25, Musnad Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the eyewitness who sits in the circle. That Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the eyewitness. Hadith 3788, look what it says.
I want to see a lot of circles in the chat. Chat, let me tell you something. I want to see a lot of circles. Circles, everyone. Red circles, brother. Circles. Circle. Ibn Mas'ud is watching. Watching.
ثم إنه ذكر هنينا. Here is the word هنينا. ثم إنه ذكر, and he mentioned هنينا كأنهم الزط, as if they are a zut. Here's the word الزط, by the way, in Arabic. الزط. But pay attention to the word هنينا. If we go to the footnote, here is the dividing line. You remember what?
For Uthman and for Korah. For Uthman and for Korah.
This is the footnote.
This is the footnote. So you merged it with the hadith of Umar. But anyway.
We're talking about Ibn Ketchup, aka Sheikh Uthman ibn Faruq, Sheikh Uthran, when he merged the footnote with the actual hadith.
So 3788, Hanina, look at this. And Sister DOC, you can confirm. 3788, the word Hanina, let's see what it means. Hanin, jam'ahin, wa huwa udur rajul. Translation, Haninan means what?
Yep.
I rest my case. So these creatures literally who came to ride the Prophet, yarkabuna, to ride the Prophet, they came in the shape of, it's in front of you.
So if it was just crowding to talk to him, why would they need to talk about that?
Yeah, why mention any of that?
Yeah.
And then why is he in pain afterwards?
Why is he in pain? Exactly. We need an answer. Why did Muhammad himself admit that he was hurt? Why was he hurt if it only means crowding Muslims? He was hurt. He said it. Rob, can you prove that he mentioned that he is hurt? Yes, look. Look. Musnad al-Bazzar, for example, aka Musnad al-Bazzar on the screen. Let me give you the link, the source, the receipt. Musnad al-Bazzar. Ready, Brother Reverson?
Always.
All right. Look. Report 1886. Report, that's the report. 1886. Page, what page? We scroll down. Page 271. There. That's the page number. Page 271. Aywa. We scroll up, and here is the Arabic and my English translation. Go ahead.
It says حتى إذا كان من آخر الليل جاء رسول الله وأنا جالس فقال لقد آذاني هؤلاء الليلة ثم دخل علي في خطي فتوسد فخذي فرقد وكان رسول الله إذا رقد نفخ النوم نفخا فبينما is like doesn't continue. And then translation is, when it was late at night, the messenger of Allah came and sat down and he said, these jinns hurt me tonight.
What does the Arabic again say? لقد شو?
لقد آذاني, they hurt me. هؤلاء الليلة, those tonight.
They like hurt.
Those hurt him tonight.
Do you see it? So Muhammad himself admits that he was hurt. Rasulullah himself admits it. So if he admits it, that he was hurt by these jinns and he was in pain, why was he hurt and where was the pain? Very important questions. Why was he hurt and why was Muhammad in pain, Muslims? Why? Answer.
Mind you, enough pain to make him exhausted because he fell asleep in another man's lap.
Yep, he fell asleep on the lap of Ibn Mas'ud. Exactly.
So why did he admit that the jinn hurt him? Why was he hurt and where was he hurt? Where's the pain? I want to know. I'm interested to know.
We need to know where the pain is. By the way,
it's where the flag was planted.
Oh yeah,
Exactly. Oh yeah.
You know, Hamza's Den has. So you know, Muslims have been trying to blacklist Christians for years now, and they always fail. But there's a new one that they're trying to do, and Hamza is not exactly going along with the crowd from Hamza's Den. But what he is saying is that if Avery ever wants to come onto his platform, Hamza's Den, he needs to debate this story of Al-Zut, because he heard Avery reference it once or something before, and he said that you can't. Remember, he did a show with the Muslim Cowboy, so he thinks he has like the answer for it. So he said, if you want to come back on Hamza's Den, you have to discuss Al-Zut. So one side of the Muslim world is like boycotting him and saying, we're not going to talk to you because you're talking about Al-Zut. And he's saying, you can't come on my show unless you talk about Al-Zut.
Well, that's great.
So I think it's just an offer for our brother Avery, but I mean,
we can give that stuff to Avery.
Yeah, we can give it to Avery.
Yeah, of course.
Wow. These are crazy times, man. You want to come on my channel unless you talk about the men of Al-Zut? Okay.
It's amazing when we find these hadiths and still Muslims in 2026, after watching, for example, this live show, that they're still convinced that Allah actually protected Muhammad. Because remember, in chapter 5, ayah 67, Allah made a promise to Muhammad. In chapter 5, Surah Al-Ma'idah, ayah 67, Allah says, I'm going to protect you from the people. But he's not protected. Where's the protection from the cousin? Where's the protection from the uncle? As we discussed earlier, where's the protection from the Zut? So what happened? Did Allah forget his promise? Or did Allah turn out to be the best of deceivers, as he said in chapter 354? وَمَكَرُوا وَمَكَرَ اللَّهُ وَاللَّهُ خَيْرُ الْمَاكِرِينَ.
And that's another one that ties into Surah 69, 44 to 46. We normally quote that, where Allah says that if Muhammad were to had fabricated revelations, Allah would sever his aorta. But it's the same idea. It's the same. So that one, he's saying this is how it would punish him if he were to fabricate revelations. But that in Surah 5, verse 67, it's, as long as you are faithfully delivering this message, I'm going to protect you. And then, so either way, either passage you go to, Muhammad getting poisoned and dying from the poison, it's like, what happened? What happened? That means Allah didn't protect him, and it's in a bunch of situations. But you know, him actually dying from poison was obviously Allah wasn't protecting him, and therefore, if Allah wasn't protecting him, then Muhammad didn't faithfully deliver the message. And Muhammad died in exactly the way Allah said he would punish him if he were fabricating revelations. So don't know what I don't know how Muslims can take him seriously after all this stuff.
Brother David, an interesting note, maybe some wonderful news to share with everyone. Literally, like 2 days ago, a Muslim came in. He came as a Muslim on my live stream. And he brought this hadith again. He said, the Muslims, the Dawah bros that I've been hanging with, they kept telling me that the hadith is da'if. Then I showed him from the Arabic source that the hadith is authentic. So he said, oh, so they deceived me, clearly. So I admitted. Then we went also, as we showed you earlier, the meaning. And so he said to me, let me rethink about what you just showed me. And he kept watching my live show. And then today, after 2 days, he came back and he left Islam and he prayed with me and he became a Christian. So rejoice, guys, how problematic this hadith is, so that they cannot run from it when they discover that the hadith is actually authentic. And it truly happened to Muhammad. He was zutted. So the sincere Muslims out there who actually care about their salvation and souls, they have no other option but to denounce Muhammad, denounce Islam, and become Christians.
You heard it here, folks. You hear D Wood saying Muhammad got zooted. He got zooted on the night of Al-Zut. And you think, well, what does this guy know? He doesn't speak Arabic. He's American. He doesn't know anything. You're hearing it here. You're hearing it here from the Arabic speakers, guys. Muhammad got zooted. You heard it here. Awesome news, though. Awesome news. Let's. We don't want to spend too much more time. We're mainly here for the Al-Zut.
Now guys, even if we put the story of Al-Zut on the side for a second, we won't, but for a second, That wasn't the only incident in the life of Muhammad where he was zutted, not by the zut, but by his own family members. Watch. So, to collect even more problematic things in the Islamic sources about Muhammad's life, and specifically sexual life with other men, even his family members took turns on him. In Al-Isaba fi Tamyiz al-Sahaba, and here's the link for the people who want to collect the sources. People on TikTok, people on X.com, if you want to collect the sources, go to my YouTube channel. The admins will provide the sources again later in the timestamps under a pinned up comment under the video of today, under today's live stream. But you can find them also in the replay chat. It will take YouTube some time to process the live stream, and then you can open the replay chat and have also there the sources for you. But if you want to collect them, give the admins some time. Brother Reversion is already working on the timestamps, and we're going to pin up the comment with the timestamps, including the links that we are using during today's live stream. So that's the link right there. One more time, the link. So if you want to collect it, there you go. We open page 11. Al-Isaba fi Tamyiz al-Sahaba by the Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, volume 4. Proof is on the screen, page 11. Look, we have the receipts. Unlike the Muslims, they never bring receipts. 1-1, page 11. That's the page number. We scroll down. We have an authentic hadith. Look at the hadith. Sahih hadith on the condition Imam Muslim. Ala shart Imam Muslim. And it says, وَافَقَهُ الذَّهَبِي. Imam al-Dhahabi, the student of Ibn Taymiyyah himself, the student, Imam al-Dhahabi, agreed with the grading that it's authentic and it's on the condition of who? Imam Muslim. Do you see it? So if I zoom out a bit, okay. Let's read the Arabic, Brother Reversion.
It says here, يا رسول الله ابن عمك تعني أبا سفيان وابن عمتك تعني عبد الله فقال لا حاجة فيهما أما ابن عمي فهتك عرضي وأما ابن عمتي فقال لي بمكة ما قال. The first highlight, but regarding my cousin, he graved me.
Continue. And in the yellow part, so here in the blue part,
the yellow part,
so if I highlight it so that the people can see, this is what Muslims do, by the way. They combine them. No, they are separated. Look at the comma, right? So, أما ابن عمي فهتك عرضي, and say?
Yes. The yellow part says, وأما ابن عمتي فقال لي بمكة ما قال.
So,
as for my maternal cousin, he said to me in Mecca whatever he said, i.e. insulted him.
So look, guys, Muslims are a bunch of liars. We have section 1 and section 2. That's what I love to call it. In the first part, in the blue, this is the grave. And the insult is in the second part. So you have two cousins. Two cousins came to him. One is called Abu Sufyan and the other one is Abdullah. Okay? Abdullah insulted him in the yellow. Abdullah insulted him in the yellow in Mecca. The other one, Abu Sufyan, raped him. فَهَتَكَ عِرْضِي. Abu Sufyan raped him. What they want to do is they want to combine it for some reason, from some embarrassing, awkward reason. No, it's separated. One raped him, the other one in the yellow insulted him. Two cousins. One cousin, two cousins. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. But then it would be stupid of the Muslims to try and combine them into one, because the same hadith on top, like literally one line above, mentions both names. So how can they be one person?
Maybe they like Goku and Vegeta. They did the fusion. They became one, brother. That's the Tawheed right there, to unify. This is embarrassing, Muslims. Just give it up. Give it up with you and your lies. Give it up. And this is repeated again in multiple books. Even Imam or Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah mentions it. Many books. Al-Mustadrak ala al-Sahihain. Look, here is another scholar who mentions it. Al-Hakim al-Naysaburi. Let me give you the link of this book as well. Back to back. Al-Hakim al-Naysaburi mentions it in his collection of hadith, Al-Mustadrak ala al-Sahihain. So this book includes the hadiths that Imam Bukhari and Imam Muslim did not mention. So he includes other hadith that are also authentic in his book, for example. Page 588 on top. 588. 588. That's the page number. We scroll down. Same story. Same story. But regarding my cousin, as for my cousin, he raped me. Amma ibnu ammi fahataka ardi. So even if we, like I said earlier, if we put the Zut story of the jinn who raped Muhammad, we have even the cousin who did it. Yes, Brother Rivers.
I wanted to add one small thing, brother. This variant of the hadith actually exposes them even more, because if you notice on the bottom, like for the second cousin, it says wa amma ibnu ammati wa sihri. And here it specifies that the second cousin is also his son-in-law.
Yep.
So that is definitely not the first person and a different one. Wa sihri means son-in-law.
So one zutted him, one raped him, and the other one insulted him in Mecca. Right? أما ابن عمي فهتك عرضي and وأما ابن عمتي وسهري فهو الذي قال لي بمكة ما قال. So one raped him and the other one insulted him in Mecca, as you see in the bottom in my translation. I mean, this is horrendous. This is disaster for the Muslims. And Imam al-Tabarani also. This is another book that which I downloaded recently. Same story. Imam al-Tabarani. This is, I forgot to change the volume number. Forgive me. It's volume 8, not volume 3. So let me remove the 3 here. Volume 8. Volume 8. Marjam al-Kabir by Imam al-Tabarani. Al-Marjam al-Kabir by Imam al-Tabarani. Page 10 and 11. 10 and 11, and specifically if you go to 11, the same story is repeated. Page 11, look in the bottom. Page 11, 1-1. Page 11, same story. Amma ibnu ammi fahataka irdi. Any Muslim who is going to deny his books, his authentic books? I can do this all day. I have book after book mentioning the same story. Here's another one. Like I said, I can do this all day. I have so many books about this authentic hadith. The Salafi leader in Egypt, Sirat al-Rasul by Mahmoud al-Masri. Mahmoud al-Masri on the screen. Here is the link. I mean, this is so authentic that many scholars have included it in their sources, in their books. Look how many books. Look, page 546, Brother Reverson. 546, that's the page number. 46, forgive me. 546, Sirat al-Rasul, the biography. This is biography about the life of Momo. Same story. Amma ibnu ammi fahataka irdi. But regarding my cousin, he raped me. And the hadith is what? Sahih.
Yeah.
ووافقه الذهبي. Again, Imam al-Dhahabi agreed on the grading. And this is narrated by Ibn Abbas. I mean, it's very, very clear. Very clear language. He got raped by his cousin. Momo got raped by his cousin. My cousin raped me. فهتك عرضي. فهتك عرضي. I mean, it's a done deal. For even if we put the story of Azut on the side, even his cousin gave it to him. Oh, man. I'm about to feel sorry for the Prophet of Islam, guys. Do you understand, guys, now why Muhammad became very demonic? Brother Everson, if your whole life you're being sexually abused, what is going to happen to you eventually? Will you become like mentally ill? violent in your life, the rest of your life, what will happen to you? If you're
Yes,
sexually
he will.
abused in your life.
He's for sure not gonna act up like a normal person.
And this is why he hated women. Even women did not protect. His mother did not protect him. His aunties did not protect him. His family were abusing him in a Zut sense. The Zut themselves abused him. Yet they claim this is the prophet. Yet Allah also said in chapter 5 of the Quran, ayah 67, that he's going to protect Muhammad from the people. Where is the protection? Well, clearly there is nothing called Allah. It's Satan who loved the idea that his satanic prophet was Zutut. Try to make this make sense. What religion is this? How is this a religion? Right? How is this a religion? What religion?
How do you think such person is trustworthy and his right mind, or to be considered a role model for a nation?
Yep. How is this the best example to follow in 2026 Muslims? Imagine this being your prophet, knowing that your prophet was Zutut not only by his family, but also Qawm al-Zut.
Let's see. Let me go back to where it says the debate gets heated on the timestamps here so we can see what this is about, what they're talking. So that's it, 36:08. All right, here it is. So the debate, it says on the timestamps of Sneeko that the debate gets heated here. Let's check a little bit of this out.
No, the Muslims are the swing vote, and they know that with the Democrat Socialist to be able to dominate. And I could play you thousands of imams in Dearborn, Michigan, and Houston, Texas, and everywhere else in Plano, Texas, saying we're taking over. And everybody sees those videos, buddy. Just like when you said we're taking over, and now you're in the, oh, I'm a victim. Come on, you're being mean to us.
I didn't say that.
You have been a victim.
Muslims are victims like their prophet when he became a victim.
Of the neocons in Israel, okay, and that's wrong.
And of Elon Musk, the globalist that you're allying with, who's bringing in H-1B, is the richest man in the world.
I like the fact that he's pro-free speech. I don't agree with everything that Elon Musk does.
You don't want free speech if you want me deported for using my free speech. You're against it.
Listen, you go back.
It sounds like you were demonizing Black Lives Matter. You kind of sound like a woke liberal.
Said that I want to
you kind of sound like a woke liberal with the woke mind virus. If you want me deported for using my free speech,
I responded to that.
Yeah, because you're actually using the strongest form of censorship. If now the richest man in the world is saying that I should be deported for free speech, especially when he's an African migrant. So if you actually want to protect it,
listen, what we're saying is,
did you ask me a question? Why did I say this? Why?
Here's where they start like talking. I guess this is where they start talking over each other and trying to shout each other down. Let's see. Yeah.
Me a question. Why did I say that?
Dude, we know your plan.
You asked me a question.
Your Quran, and I'm telling you, you're going to lose. Okay?
You asked me a question. No one here. This is the psyop. This is what they plan to do: is pin the Christians and Muslims against each other, so that they can repeat their endless wars.
You hear this, everyone?
What a low tier this Sneeko is, man. What a low tier. What a low tier.
Wait, it's Allah in the Quran who says that he's stirring up hatred between Christians. And now he's saying that...
Correct.
It's the Jews. It's the Jews where the Quran says that don't be friends with the Jews and Christians. They're friends of each other.
Yeah.
And then it's Sneeko saying, no, it's the Jews who are trying to... The Jews.
Well, that means the Jews must be Allah or something, according to that logic.
Who are trying to divide the Muslims and Christians who would be friends if it weren't for the Jews. Or the Muslim sources, I guess.
Well, actually, good that you mentioned that, Brother Jai. This reminds me of a video that I did with Brother Al-Fadi from Sierra International back in the old days. Actually, we mentioned the evil names of Allah among the 99 names of Allah, and we went to an ayah where Allah literally claims, Allah admits that He is the causer of fitna, corruption in the land, right? So yeah, it's just amazing. It's amazing.
So here is why I know Sneeko is deceiving here, because when he was challenged about doing the chest thumping and we will take over, the clips of him outside with the Muslims, outdoors, he said, well, I want everyone to become Muslim. Well, I'm a Christian. I want everybody to become a Christian. But the spirit of it is, I don't go out in the streets. Imagine if Christians went out in the streets.
And then making like these...
these signs.
Yeah.
We will take over every home. Is that the same spirit?
No.
Now, when he's in taqiyya mode, he's saying, well, no, it's just about evangelism. Is it about evangelism? Because I've never seen anyone with a spirit of evangelism just thumping in the streets saying we will be in every home. That's, and like what Alex says, expansionist, invader. That's an invader energy and spirit, which is now he's cowering in the seat. No, I want this good for everyone. That's how I know he's deceptive. That's how I know it's one way with the Muslims together when they're alone, and one way where you're in front of a camera debating. It's the same thing.
Notice also, Sister DOC, to back up what you said, when Muslims are weak, they are not hesitating to use the abrogated verses. For example, if you go to chapter 109, Surah Al-Kafirun, the disbelievers, ayah 6, Lakum dinakum waliya deen. If you go to the tafsir, for example, tafsir Imam al-Baghawi, you'll see that ayah, for you your religion, for me mine, for me my shish kebab, for you my falafel, that ayah is abrogated. By what? Guess what? The ayah of the sword, chapter 9, ayah 5.
Tafsir Jalalain says that.
Basically all of them. Also, An-Nasikh wal-Mansukh by Ibn Hazm al-Andalusi. Many scholars have talked about it. But the thing is, why you might ask, why are Muslims using abrogated verses like chapter 109, ayah 6? Because they are allowed to do so. Since they are weak, they don't have the upper hand, they are allowed to use the abrogated verses. But the moment they get the upper hand, then there is no need for taqiyya, there is no need for... So basically, taqiyya mode is off.
Exactly.
It's offense mode. It's jihad al-talab. Let's go, baby. Firepower on. So this is why they will use abrogated verses.
Yeah, same as Surah 2, verse 256. La ikraha fi din. There's no compulsion in religion. Also, in the tafsirs, like Tafsir Ibn Kathir even, it says it's also abrogated by Ayat al-Qital, by the verse of fighting. Well, Qital means combat till death.
Ayat al-Sayf, aywa.
Yeah, the verse. So if you look actually into these verses, they were for a limited time, and it's the time that Muhammad was weak, and it would be stupid for him to fight because he would have lost. He needed time to gather arms, to prepare to fight. That's why. That's why it's abrogated today. And for Muslims, they can't fight right now. But if they can, they should, according to their religion.
In the West.
In the West, I mean, I mean, they don't have armies in the West.
So notice, guys, as our dear sister DOC said, when Muslims are weak, and since they are now weak, there is no caliphate, there is no Muslim leader, actual leader with a caliphate. Muslims are weak, they don't have enough firepower, so they are using the abrogated verses like, for you your religion, for me mine, chapter 109, ayah 6. There is no compulsion in religion. But the moment they get the upper hand, God forbid that we'll never ever see that happen, and the West is still owning the Muslims. Literally, guys, if we don't protect the Kaaba right now, the Shia will destroy the Kaaba, they will destroy the Sunnis, because Shia are way stronger, right, than the Sunnis ever are at this moment. So we're actually protecting the Kaaba. We, the West, are protecting the Kaaba from the Shia to not be demolished. So the moment the Sunnis, let's say, the Sunni Muslims, they establish a caliphate, God forbid, again, that we will see that like the IS guys did. But God forbid that one day they do it, there is no need for taqiyya anymore. There is no need for lying. They won't need to use the abrogated verses. They will go straight, for example, to chapter 9:5, chapter 9:29. Then it's jihad al-talab, offensive jihad. There's no need for you religion, for me mine. No, either you become a Muslim or not. It's aslim taslim, just like Sneeko did.
The three options.
Yeah.
The three options they give you.
Yep.
Either you pay jizya because you want to remain an unbeliever, a non-Muslim, or
that's for the Jews and the Christians alone, right?
Exactly. Yes, for Ahl al-Kitab, basically the people of the book, and then the third option is clearly just the sword, and that's it.
Well, the Muslims can collect the jizya from me. I mean, jizya from me. If they are so, just like Muhammad collected the jizya from the Zut.
Yeah, I wanted to mention something that Sister Doc might have like vaguely mentioned. When they were weak, the Muslims, when they were weak, like actually the Surah 9 used to be called something else. It used to be called Bara'a. Why? Because in this period, Muhammad used to do contracts with the people around him. I won't fight you, you won't fight me, because he was weak.
Yep.
And later on, after he became strong enough, he said, Bara'a, innocence from you, if innocence from me and Allah from any contract that I have made with you.
Yep.
And that's why he went out and fought them and eliminated all of them.
Yep. Remember,
Those
one
who
of the
didn't become
privileges.
Muslims.
Remember what one of the privileges of Muhammad is? Breaker of oaths. So he's allowed to break his
Yes.
own oath. So imagine if Muhammad said, you know, I'm going to make a peace treaty with you for 10 years, like Sulh al-Hudaybiyah. What happens is Muhammad can break it whenever he wants. No oath anymore. Wait, what? What do you call someone, Brother Reverson, who breaks oath? I have a contract with you, but I break it without you knowing it.
He's a liar.
Deceiver, a
Not
liar,
trustworthy,
right?
a liar.
So yet Muslims they have the audacity to say that Muhammad was trustworthy. Wait, what? He breaks oath. He's an oath. One of his 16 privileges is the breaker of oaths. Oath breaker. Yet they claim that this guy is trustworthy and honest. Wait, what? When did that happen? Want to add more stuff, Brother Reverson?
No, that's it. Let's finish. We don't want to make the video too long.
Yeah.
You know, it's always when I think about the violent ayahs that abrogated the earlier Meccan period ayahs, this always reminds me of a scene from that movie Independence Day, wherein the president of the United States, he talks to the alien and he said to him, "Can there be peace?" The alien says, "There is no peace, no peace." Why? Because the aliens have the upper hand. That's like the Muslims. You know, when the Muslims have the upper hand, they have the firepower to come at us. They will not use the abrogated verses, and they will say there is no peace. So it's only jihad al-talab, the offensive jihad, to conquer the entire planet.
Yeah, that's those were definitely some Muslim aliens.
The aliens in Independence Day movie with Will Smith, they were clearly Muslims, yeah? There's no need for abrogated verses to be used because they had the firepower with the laser beams and everything to destroy all of these major cities in that movie, right? The classic movie, it's classic. I think those aliens were Muslims. Reverson. There is no peace when you are strong enough.
It is crazy with Sneeko and him trying to say, so his justification for saying Islam will enter every home and will take over and stuff, and he said, I said inshallah. So he's just saying it in a religious sense. Well, what would it even mean for saying inshallah? How does Allah do things? By getting his people to go in there and conquer and subjugate you. That's how he did it.
That's peace.
People, when Islam expanded from Arabia all the way out into India and all the way across northern Africa and up into Europe and stuff, it wasn't by Allah transforming hearts and minds and everyone's just deciding to peacefully convert to Islam.
Yep.
How does Allah actually act? He sends out jihadis to violently subjugate and so on. So even if you say, I said inshallah, what would that mean? If Allah wills for us to subjugate your entire country and take it over.
That's what they mean.
Nice try, Sneeko.
Exactly.
Sneaky Sneeko.
Sneeko.
Worked before. Don't let it work again, Alex. If you're opposing the Iran
I'm not
war.
supporting Israel and going to war for them.
No, you are supporting Israel. You are supporting
I'm not in
Israel.
bed with you and the Democrat, Socialist, and Black Lives Matter that you supported and all the stuff that went on
Well,
in
you're
this
the
country.
woke liberals trying to get me censored. If you say,
No, I've seen you say if we were going to be violent.
I saw you say that the crisis actors in Sandy Hook, and look what happened. If you want to do ad hoc, so let's stay on point.
Oh my God, Sandy Hook! Oh God,
let's stay on point. Let's stay on point. I went home from school that day actually because you're talking about my childhood. You said why?
I actually don't like that he minimizes that. That was some sick, evil stuff. That was there was a huge school shooting where some dude with some serious mental problems went into a school and shot a bunch of little kids, and then you had a bunch of people saying this is basically a government hoax. They're trying to take your guns or something like that. And so everyone who was saying that there was a school shooting were all paid actors. and people started like harassing the parents whose kids were massacred and stuff. And
it was disgusting.
just harassing the parents. And it's like, me, I'm just looking at it in terms of like conspiracies, like, okay, there's a school there. The school has a name. You can't just make up something about a bunch of kids at the school getting massacred. Because think, if you're just a kid at the school, you go around, you're a kid at the school, and all of a sudden it's international news that at your school a bunch of kids got massacred. The entire school would have to be in on it. The entire school would have to be in on the plot. Everyone at the school would have to be a paid actor. Why? Because you can't just make that. You can't just make that thing up. You could make it up to Alex Jones and say, "Hey, Alex Jones, this school out in a place you're not familiar with, a bunch of kids out there got massacred." You could do that with someone who's not there. But if the people who are there, the only way you can pull it off is if everyone was in on it. And that's just insanely idiotic. All the kids, all the teachers, all the staff, the janitors, everyone's in on it. That's just insane. So yeah, to actually do that, don't minimize it. Say, okay, I was not mentally well several years ago when I was saying that stuff. I really screwed up. Not, there's a Democrat talking point. Come on.
Did I hurt you as a little baby?
You said, why did I say, if God wills it?
Am I a bad man? I hurt you?
Okay, Alex.
Did I do something to your poopy?
Well, no, you got the trillionaire to try to put a target in my head. So yeah, well done.
Oh my
well
goodness!
Done.
You're
well done.
Just showing your teeth,
well done.
Throat slitting, and
well, they don't cry about white genocide. Don't cry about.
Oh, I'm your friend. Hey, the Quran isn't a battle manual to take over. Come on, there's no imam saying that.
I don't want to.
Did you catch, guys, how well versed actually in this case Alex Jones is about the true face of Islam? They try to be nice with you. Muslims come and they pretend to be nice and friendly with you. But we know what true face Islam is the moment they have the upper hand. This is taqiyya mode on when they are weak. They are friendly. But in their hearts, they curse you. Like Abu Darda said, we curse the people in our hearts. But the moment they have the upper hand, they have enough firepower, there is no friendliness anymore. It's either you convert, pay the jizya as the people of the book, or else.
Hear you cry about your demographic replacement. Oh no, America's getting.
It is. I mean.
Sorry, reversion.
I said, or else get the sword.
Get the sword, yeah, on your necks, exactly.
Alex is calling him on the hypocrisy here. I mean, you're sitting there running your finger across your throat. I'm going to take over your country, and then you whine like a baby as soon as anyone criticizes you at all. Oh, my religion.
Yeah, it's like you were saying the other. It's like you were saying the other day. These guys who are so abusive and so violent with their language, as soon as they get called out, they're super sensitive, and they're like all of a sudden they're like really thin-skinned and. You know, you were just. Yeah.
That's what's weird to me. It's like, I know I'm a jerk. I know I run my mouth. I know I talk trash about Muhammad. So guess what? If you're a Muslim and you start, you're mean to me. What kind of hypocrite would I be? Oh my goodness, I can't believe these Muslims are so upset at me. What?
Yeah.
That would be weird. But it's built into Islam. And it's crazy because it's built into Islam because that's the way it was. That's the way it's always been in Islam, right? I mean, it's, oh my goodness, these guys are the pagans of Mecca are persecuting us. They won't let us take the Hajj. What kind of monsters wouldn't let us take the Hajj? We're victims, and it's all just because we say we worship Allah. Why? And then as soon as they get power, hey, you guys aren't taking the pilgrimage to Mecca anymore. No one is. No one is except us. It's like, you giant hypocrites. Yep. But it's only because we say there's no God but Allah. Really? That's all you were doing? That your sources specifically say they didn't have a problem with you when you were doing that. Yep, bunch of hypocrites, man. All right, let's watch. Oh, here's this sounds like the clips that are circulating where they just start screaming and stuff. Let's see.
Oh no, the globalists are taking over. Oh no, America's getting replaced.
It's our world right to dominate the planet. No.
Oh no, the West is getting taken over. Oh no, there's immigrants here. Oh no, immigrants are here from the wars that I caused.
Over Spain for 700 years.
Immigrants come in from the wars I caused.
In Hollywood allied with you. Oh, the Crusades just attacked the poor little Muslims.
I didn't say any of that. You're arguing with your own head, Alex. You're going delusional.
I said Hollywood does that. I just said Hollywood does that. I didn't say.
You said Chi-Coms control Hollywood. Didn't you say the Chi-Coms control Hollywood and not Jewish supremacists?
No, what
anyway. But yeah, we played this already. Yeah, I think, guys, we pretty much, you know, you get the idea what happened. Are there some questions that we can answer, guys, in the chat? What do you think, Rivers? Can we pick up some questions? I mean, amazing.
Let's see. Anyone who has a question, make sure to tag Rob with it so we can see it.
Yeah. Is there any Muslim who wants to come up? Any Muslim? Any Muslim who wants to defend his Zultud Prophet? Any Muslim? Exactly. Take a look at New York City. That's our future if we don't protect our American way of life. Not only America, the entire West. The entire West. Look what happened in the Middle East, guys, when the Christians did not protect their beloved countries. Look what happened to North Africa. They came with the sword. They didn't come with the hugs and kisses. The thing is, the Muslims are watching in the back of the bus. They are watching. They are watching the live stream, but they are terrified to come up. Amazing to be a Muslim in 2026, having no backbone to defend the honor of their prophet. We just zooted the prophet again today on today's live stream, and not one Muslim is man enough to come up. All the Dawah bros are hiding. Inspiring philosophy. Hold on, Brother Rivers. Brother, inspiring philosophy is in the chat. What's the best way to contact you? Can you reach out to Brother Jai? He knows my details. Brother Inspiring Philosophy. Brother Mike Jones. Or you can, if you like, you can also join our Discord server. You can join me there if you like, if you have a Discord account. Or contact Brother Jai. Jai knows, Jai knows my stuff. So you can contact him as well. Oh, you hate Discord? Okay. Okay, then if you can send a message to Brother Jai, and we can do something together. Maybe you know what you need. Or thank you, brother, for coming here as well. Thank you. Thank you for being here. God bless you, brother, and stay safe. Guys, do me a favor. Give some love to Brother Mike Jones here. Give him some love. Support his ministry. Support his channel. Amazing, brother. Let's come in contact, brother. God bless you. All right. God bless. The Mike Jones, brothers and sisters. All right. Any questions? Any from the chat that we can answer? Someone wants to come up? Any Muslim? Of course.
Muslims are MIA.
MIA.
Missing. Missing in action.
Missing in action. MIA. Why the Muslims are staying silent in my chat? Christians, ask yourself this question. Why are the Muslims pretending to be mute? Why? Why is that? Why are you silent, Muslims? Guys, I want to address something that I posted on X since we have some time left. I dropped a video yesterday about Paul being a mighty messenger, the Apostle Paul being a mighty messenger in Islam. Okay? As a reaction for one of the posts that this liar, who calls himself Basil, aka Flashistani, he's from Pakistan, clearly, Pakistani, he tried to debunk that Paul is a mighty messenger in Islam in the light of chapter 36, ayah 14 of the Quran, right? So here's my video that I did about him, and I also, like as I mentioned, I did posted on X. Here's my X account on the screen. Rob Christian at DareelRC. That's my X account if you want to follow me there. My X account. And I said, is it possible that the Ibn Kathir was wrong about the Apostle Paul, aka Paulus in Arabic? Paul in the Arabic language, we Arabic-speaking Christians call Paul Paulus, even today. And in the Aramaic, we call him Phaulus. Phaulus Shliho, the Apostle Paul, Phaulus. Is Ibn Kathir, could it be possible that the so-called renowned scholar, the Ibn Kathir, the student of Ibn Taymiyyah himself, was wrong about the Apostle Paul, Bulus being a mighty messenger of Allah in Islam as well? So, which means if we can debunk the lies of the likes of Ibn Kathir, that means no Muslim has the audacity anymore to attack Paul, right, guys? 1 + 1. So if we can debunk scholars like Ibn Kathir about it, then Muslims have no legs to stand on anymore. And they should not attack the mighty messenger of Allah, Bulus, Paul, because he is a mighty messenger in Islam as well. Watch the video that I uploaded, guys. Here's the video. Watch. I saw a post on X of a Muslim, a wannabe Arab Pakistani boy who has no dignity. As you see, he was trying to insult a Christian by calling him Jahil Murakab. Brother Iverson, is this even Arabic? Jahil Murakab?
No.
Brother, if you're going to insult someone in the Arabic language, at least do it right. This is gibberish.
What is Murakab?
Murakab, brother.
What is Murakab?
I don't
Maybe
know.
Murakkab, but then what? Like Lego? Assembled? Because that's what it means.
These people, bro, why are they even trying to speak Arabic or write Arabic? Yet, brother, if you are from a different country, why are you trying to be a wannabe Arab? Be proud about your heritage. Be proud about you being a Pakistani, not Arabic. Why are you pretending to know Arabic, yet you're going to be schooled by us, the native Arabic-speaking Christians? A Christian by calling him Jahil Murakab. There is nothing called Jahil Murakab in the Arabic language. Wallahi anta jahl wa markub mithl nabiyak al markub. Then he tried to weaken the fact that the Apostle Paul in the Arabic language, Bulus, is one of the mighty messengers of Allah in Islam. But I want to know why you're corrupting the name of one of the narrators in the report. You said Shu'aib al-Jibali, like Yahmar ibn Ahmar. It's Shu'aib al-Jabai. So guys, he's not only using gibberish Arabic, but on top of that, he just corrupted one of the narrators of the report. Do you see what it says, Brother Iverson? An Shu'aib al-Jabai.
Al-Jabai.
Why is he corrupting the name and calling him Jabali or Jibali even?
Where did he get the lamb from?
Yes,
that's what I'm wondering.
Look, Shu'aib al-Jibali. Shu'aib al-Jibali. How did Shu'aib al-Jabai become Jibali? Mountain. The guy from the mountains? يخرب بيتك. يخرب بيتك. Why are you corrupting your sources with your false translations? How did Shu'aib al-Jabai become al-Jibali? What do you want to say to these wannabe Arab Pakistani boys who are not proud enough? That's why they are pretending to be Arab. What do you want to say to them, Brother Iverson?
They will forever be non-Arabs. It doesn't matter how hard they try. Because becoming someone of a different culture is not just about the language. Like I can speak English, but I cannot act as an American. Never, right? Or even a British. It doesn't make sense. By you learning the language means you can communicate with them, but doesn't mean you can actually relate or adopt the same culture to you.
Yep.
Just accept you're different.
يخرب بيتك. I have to always correct these wannabe Arabs. Wannabe Arabs. Be proud. Don't pretend to be Arabs. You're not. أحمار ابن حمار. It's شعيب الجبائي, not جبالي. Jabai. This little wannabe Arab Pakistani boy.
I think there's another
reminds
mistake,
me
by
of...
the way, that you did not see, maybe.
Where exactly, brother? It's always good to have something.
If you can go back to his English.
His his corrupted stuff called
Yeah.
Which part?
What's the name up top? Ibn Mujarih?
Yeah. Hold on.
Go to the Arabic.
Is that another mistake? Hold on, that I missed?
Go to the Arabic.
Hold on. He corrupted two names. I missed that one. Thank you for seeing it, bro. Look, it says here Ibn Jurayj. Ibn Jurayj. What did he call him? Hold on. What did he call him? Hold on. Let's go back. What did he call him?
Mujarih or something.
What did he call him? From?
Mujarih up top, right?
Yeah.
Mujarih up top.
Ibn Mujarih. Ibn Jurayj became Ibn Mujarih. He corrupted not one, but two names. Look, guys. It's Ibn Jurayj and it's Shu'aib al-Jabai. So he corrupted name one, name one, and name two. Two names corrupted. يخرب بيتك. يخرب بيتك. And these are the people who call themselves the Dawah boys and girls in 2026. Thank you for seeing that mistake as well, Brother Riverson. You're very sharp today, huh? Keep staying sharp, bro. You know, if sometimes I miss it, you should immediately catch it too. Bro, two mistakes, 1 and 2. Yet these people claim that we are corrupting our sources, our scriptures. يخرب بيتكم. يخرب بيتكم على هالعملة. Unbelievable. شعيب الجبالي. لك يا حمار ابن حمار. It's شعيب الجبائي. And it's Ibn Jurayj. يخرب بيتك. Not جبالي. جبائي. This little wannabe Arab Pakistani boy reminds me of another ignorant Muslima who tried her best to teach us Arabic. Cora, the explorer.
We're gonna have to sit you down and teach you. Tariq. It's tariq. 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 Tariq.
Embarrassing. If this is the state of dawah, then Islam is doomed. There's not going to be much dawah left in Islam if these dawah boys and girls keep embarrassing the Muslims, because the Muslims are getting shubuhat. Now I understand why there are so many apostates who leave Islam. Remember, the Pakistani boy said that the report is extremely weak. Oh really? Is that so? Let us investigate if Ibn Kathir made a mistake like the rest of the Muslim scholars who tried to weaken it. So let's read what Ibn Kathir stated in his book Al-Bidayah wa Nihaya, volume 2, page 11. And the names of the two messengers were Sham'un, Simon, and Yohanna, John, and the name of the third messenger was Bulus, i.e. Paul, and the village was Antioch. Ibn Kathir said, and this saying is very weak, because when the Messiah sent 3 of the disciples, the people of Antioch were the first in that city who believed in the Messiah in that time. And that's why it was one of the 4 cities that had a Christian bishopdom, and those were Antioch, Jerusalem, Alexandria, and Rome. How did Ibn Kathir cook himself? Well, first he reports that Simon, John, and Paul were sent to Antioch by Christ. Then he wants to weaken it, claiming that the first people who accepted Christ were the people of Antioch, while being confused about the time and periods. Why? Because Paul traveled to Antioch multiple times after the ascension of Jesus Christ to heaven. This happened after Jesus Christ's ascension. And that's why it refutes the likes of Ibn Kathir, who tried to weaken the report. Why? Because the disciples did not travel to Antioch while Jesus was on earth. The community in Antioch was established years after Jesus' ascension, primarily by believers who fled Jerusalem due to intense persecution following the martyrdom of Stephen. The first visits, years later after Christ, the disciples first began arriving in Antioch as missionaries and teachers to organize the new congregation. The church in Jerusalem sent Barnabas to oversee the growing movement, who in turn brought the Apostle Paul with him to assist him. As you see, the report is not weak. Actually, far from it. It only shows that Ibn Kathir and the rest of the scholars were clueless about the time and travels of the disciples of Christ and the early Christians, because the disciples did not travel to Antioch while Jesus was still on earth. The community in Antioch was established years after Jesus' ascension. Please share this video on... You see, guys, how Ibn Kathir cooked himself when he tried to weaken it? It's not weak. It shows that Ibn Kathir is simply ignorant. Like any typical Muslim, he was ignorant about the timetable, the period. He was ignorant about the Apostle Paul's travels. The Apostle Paul even started often his missions, right, from the city of Antioch. It often was his starting point. So Ibn Kathir, like any typical Dawah boy, is all over the place and shows his ignorance. So what do you mean weak? The weak is between your, that area between your ears, which you call a brains. Ibn Kathir, he's a jahil. He's a miskeen like any Muslim. He doesn't know anything about Christianity. Yes, yet he tried to weaken it. What do you mean weak? Weak. Disciples first began arriving. Yeah, you get the idea. Weak.
Brother Rob, it is like a common misconception among Muslims that Paul is not one of the original 12, therefore he could not have seen Jesus. That's how Muslims think.
Yeah. That's one of the objections to exactly. Idiots. What can you expect? Bro, the dust underneath the sandals of Paul are even more clean than the entire existence of their false prophet Muhammad. I would not even associate myself, I, Rob Christian, I would not even associate myself with the dust underneath his sandals. How dare you Muslims to attack, even in Islam, one of the mightiest messengers even in Islam. Forget about Christianity for a second. Right? And they try to weaken it. What do you mean weak? Exactly. Is there any Muslim? Is there any question, guys? Can we answer some? Did you see some questions, Brother Reverson? Maybe I missed them, in the chat. Any questions?
I looked at chat.
Any questions? Any Muslim? Guys, really, man, this is embarrassing. They don't know Arabic. They try to educate people like Sister DOC on the Arabic. Korah, the explorer, Tariq. No, it's Tariq. Or Tariq. Tariq. By the way, one more thing. I also posted, if I go back to before I forgot it, here is my x.com account again, guys, as you see. Hold on. My xaccount.com account, the real RC, as you see. Let me give you the link if you want to follow me there. I wanted to add just something. I posted something here. Brother Reverson, you're with me, right? Let's read this together, Brother Reverson. Can you read it for the audience here? Start from here.
Yeah. Cora the Explorer? Is there where
this
you
is
want me
about
to start
Cora the
from?
Explorer. Yes. So I'm addressing her. I posted this especially for her.
Yeah, so it says, did I not tell you to stop deceiving the gullible, non-Arab speaking Muslim audience? You're such a low tier, it's not even funny anymore. Cora the Explorer, can you tell us the difference between the two words found in Quran 4, verse 157, shubbiha, versus Quran 1886 or Quran 1890, wajadaha? Maybe your Allah made a mistake when he used shubbiha in Quran 4 157 and should have used wajadaha instead. If according to you it means to appear,
So hold on, Brother
not
Reverson.
he found it.
According to Cora the Explorer, she thinks that the word wajadaha means to appear. Why didn't Allah use the wajadaha in chapter 4 157 and used shubbiha lahum? Huh?
Exactly.
To appear to them regarding the crucifixion of Christ in chapter 4 157. Why did he not use the word wajadaha? Because that's her argument. According to her, brother, wajadaha means to appear.
Ignorant. You know how Muslims try to debunk the sun setting in muddy water?
Yeah.
And where it
so
says
let's continue. This is
فَوَجَدَ.
about it. So let's continue, brother, before I know what you're going to say, but continue. So I'm here, I'm calling her a clown. Yeah.
You don't even know the difference between the left and right at this point, do you? Give it up already. Dawah is not for you. And to completely demolish you, here is an authentic hadith of your prophet admitting that the sun sets in a spring of warm water.
في عين حامئة. Right? So here's the Sunan Abi Dawood hadith that I also posted under my post. Sunan Abi Dawood 4002. Read it, brother.
It says, I was sitting behind the Messenger of Allah who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, do you know where this sets? I replied, Allah and His Apostle knows best. He said, it sets in a spring of warm water, i.e. Hamia.
And what is the chain of narration? What does it say there?
The chain of narration is Sahih. Hukum Sahih. Authentic.
So this is the grade. Notice how they lie, brother Reverson. This is what they do. Notice, look at the Arabic. What does the Arabic say? The grade is what?
The grade is Sahih, right?
What does it say in the English?
Sahih in chain? Is that what I'm seeing?
In the Arabic it says the hadith is Sahih. But in the English, they lied and they put what? Sahih in chain. The Arabic doesn't say Sahih al-Isnad or Isnad lahu Sahih. No, it says Sahih, meaning the hadith is Sahih. So what they play, the game that they play, they say, well, if it says the hadith is Sahih, then yes, the hadith is Sahih. But if when it says that the chain is Sahih, that doesn't automatically mean that the text, the matan is also Sahih. Did you catch what I'm trying to say, brother? But the Arabic doesn't say Sahih al-Isnad or Isnad al-Sahih. It says Sahih. In the English, they play games and they put Sahih in chain. No, it says Sahih in the Arabic. Did you catch it?
They basically want to keep a way out so they can play it.
They deceive the audience with their fake English translations. Again, guys, notice the hadith is found in Sunan Abi Dawood 4002. Now, what they also do, brother Reverson, I know what you want to say, but do what you want. Say what you want to say, brother, and then I will bury them even more. I mean, we already buried them on the false English here. But what did you want to say?
I was going to say, how come the word wajadaha, when we say it means found, Allah didn't change it and said shubbiha, because the Muslims claim it appeared to Dhul Qarnayn as if the sun was setting in a spring of water.
Did you catch it? Exactly. It said وَجَدَهَا, not شُبِّهَا lahu. For example, it was made appear to him, or it appeared to him. Doesn't say that. It says وَجَدَهَا. He found the sun sitting in the muddy spring or warm water. You get the idea. But look, Brother Riverson, what they also do, they go, for example, to Sahih al-Bukhari to say, well, yes, the chain, the chain is Sahih, if they're not liars, and the hadith itself is Sahih. But what they do, they go, for example, to Bukhari. Let me spank them by showing you how weak Bukhari is. Remember? Yes, I said it. Bukhari is weak. Let's read this Bukhari hadith, brother, and let's bury them. This is again narrated Abu Dhar, Sahih al-Bukhari 7424. Watch how I'm going to bury Bukhari, guys. Watch. Read it.
Yes. It says here, I entered the mosque while Allah's messenger was sitting there. When the sun had set, the Prophet said, "Oh Abu Dhahr, do you know where this sun..." Abu Dhar.
Yeah.
Oh, Abu Dhar.
Yeah, Abu Dhar.
Father of the ants.
Yeah.
Abu Dhar.
Yeah.
Do you know where this sun goes? I said, Allah and His Apostle know best. He said, it goes and asks permission to prostrate, and it is allowed. And one day, it, as if being ordered to return whence it came, then it will rise from the west. Then the Prophet recited that, and the sun runs on its fixed course for a term decreed, as it is recited by Abdullah. This is the Quran 36:38.
Now, why am I showing this hadith version? Do you have any idea why I'm showing this? Because that's their argument. They go often to this hadith to supposedly say what? That the other hadith is weak in matan because it contradicts Bukhari, right? Did you catch it?
Yeah, because it doesn't sit.
But
it goes to prostrate under the throne, right?
Yeah, but hold on. If we go to the chain of narration in Bukhari, and we only click on some of names in the chain. Here's the an حدثنا Yahya bin Ja'far, حدثنا Abu Muawiyah, etc. But if we start to click on the names to see who these people are, watch. First name, let's click on him. Yahya bin Ja'far in Bukhari, okay? We click on his name. Let's see. He is trustworthy. Do you see it? He's what? Trustworthy.
Yes.
So no issue. Till now, no issue. He is thiqa. He is trustworthy. Let's go back again. That's Yahya bin Ja'far. He is trustworthy. The first guy in the chain is trustworthy. He is trustworthy. Trustworthy. Okay? That's the first guy. Yahya bin Ja'far. That's him. Let's click on the other name, Abu Muawiyah. Let's see what his grading is. What did I found? طلع مدلس يا زلمة.
It says مدلس وثقة at the same time. And notice how they didn't translate tadlis.
What is someone who is mudallis, Brother Riverson?
He's a fabricator, right? Someone who, what was the word?
Hold on, Brother Riverson, hold on. I thought that Muslims, the experts on science of hadith, and specifically for a sahih hadith to pass as a sahih or authentic hadith, they set up 5 conditions, right? Remember the 5 conditions? 5 conditions for a hadith to become sahih. But hold on. Here, this narrator falls short. Abu Muawiyah, a 9th century narrator, is a mudallis. Sometimes he's trustworthy, brother, but sometimes he's a mudallis. Wait, what? There should not be any defect. Free from defect. So how is this an authentic hadith?
It's like saying, brother, it's like saying a trustworthy scammer. How?
How is this even possible? This is Bukhari, and that's the hadith that they want to go to supposedly debunk the other hadith. Now let's continue. What about Al-Amash? Let's click on his name, third name.
Tadlis.
So not one, but 2 of them. He's trustworthy, he's an expert, but he's also a mudallis. Wait, what? I thought for an authentic hadith To be authentic, sahih, it should pass the 5 conditions. But here, 2 narrators are accused of being mudallis, doing tadlis. Man. Oh, man. Oh,
There's more.
man. The chain of narration, brother, is destroyed by me. This guy. Not sure about the last one. Let's see. Click on his name. Ibrahim himself. Click on his name. Is he trustworthy? It becomes worse and worse. Every time I click on a name, it becomes worse for these Muslims. What is he accused of? He is trustworthy, but he what?
Makes mursal narrations.
3 of them. 3 strikes, you're out.
Bukhari is out, by the way.
Bro. Do you see when I said in a previous live show when we showed you how Bukhari uses Shia, but he also uses rejected narrators? But here, it turns out that this Bukhari hadith is crap. You should not even use it. The entire hadith, throw it in the garbage. Remember, for a hadith to pass the 5 conditions, no one should be accused of anything but positive things. He is trustworthy. But here we see that they are accused of many things. Not only positive, but in a negative form. What about his Abi? I think his Abi is trustworthy. Let's see. Yeah, the father of
The ants.
No, Yazid ibn Shuraik at-Taymi, that's his father. He's trustworthy. Look, he's free. But this guy, again, let me highlight the names for the people who don't speak Arabic. Name 1, accused of tadlis. Name 2, same story. This guy too, what's left? Unbelievable. And the 4th guy also. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, what's left, man? And they claim Sahih Bukhari is the most authentic book. يخرب بيتكم. And they try to weaken the previous report that I showed here, this one, trying to weaken it with that Bukhari hadith. Yet, this one is even much better than Bukhari. When Muhammad said, yes, the son was sitting in the spring of warm water. Do you see what you did to yourself, Muslims? When Rob comes to play, he will bury you and your entire man-made cult and shows that your prophet had no idea about the sun. Surely Muhammad believed that the sun does sit in a muddy spring. Do you see what I just did, Brother Reverson? With these juhala,
Yes.
masakeen, don't you ever, Korah the Explorer, don't you ever try when you have Arabic speaking Christians who are going to bury you and your false prophet. Deluded prophet. What kind of prophet is this, man, who thinks that the sun sets in a muddy spring? Ain Hamia. I mean, if we continue on this road, Brother Reverson, there is not going to be much dawah or let alone much Islam left in 2026. Even Bukhari turns out to be not free from defects.
I think Qurra should give up on Arabic.
Yeah.
Ever since she said Tariq.
Tariq.
It's not free. Yeah.
Tariq. Now again, why did I post this, guys, on my x.com? This post, why did I do that? In reaction of her. Look here. Look. This is what she said. The word in Arabic, wajadaha, means to appear.
To appear in front of you. Yeah.
And of course,
to appear in front of you.
She must also attack the Bible, as you see in the bottom. She must. Right? يخرب بيتكم. يخرب بيتكم. You and your Arabic skills, you and Bukhari combined. Any questions? Any? Oh man. I hope you're taking notes. I hope you're clipping this, Christians. Christians, don't be lazy. Clip it. What you just learned about Bukhari and how to deal with this objection from Muslims. Clip it, Christians. Don't be lazy, guys. Come on, share my videos. My explanations are damaging. Guys, we never know when it's our time to go back home to the Lord, when it's our due time. So guys, do not take my explanations lightly. Copy my arguments, use them, clip my videos. They are yours. You don't even need to ask me permission. But if it's not too much asked, provide my credentials, where you get it from, so that people can find our social media, my YouTube, my TikTok. You get the idea, my X. Glad to hear, my friend. God bless you. Amazing. Yet they claim this is a religion from God. Their false prophet doesn't know where the sun sets. Their prophet thinks that the sun sets in a muddy spring. And this is a prophet of God.
I mean, this is Quran.
Yes.
Like, there's no way around it. Even if they disregard the hadith, this is Quran.
Yep. The Quran says it. Look, if we go to the Quran, like Brother Reversing just said, we go to chapter 18, because that's where the ayah is found, in chapter 18 of the Quran. Look, Surah Al-Kahf, the cave, where you find the 7 sleepers of Ephesus story, which is stolen literally from a Christian legend. Get the idea? About Alexander the Great, Dhul Qarnayn. We go all the way down to ayah, what was it again? Here, ayah 86. Read it, Brother Reverse, and read the Arabic first.
حتى إذا بلغ مغرب الشمس وجدها تغرب في عين حامئة ووجد عندها قوما.
Hold on.
Yeah.
This is the essential part. إلى آخر الآية, as we say when we read. حتى إذا بلغ.
Exactly.
حتى إذا بلغ شو؟ مرة تانية.
مغرب الشمس.
مغرب الشمس.
وجدها
تغرب
في عين حامئة.
في عين حامئة. In a muddy
he found
spring.
It. Yes.
You see it? Literally, guys, as Muhammad himself explained it in the hadith. Look, Sunan Abi Dawood 4002, and the hadith is authentic. Not sahih in chain, authentic. Forget about the chain, that's a lie. The Arabic doesn't say isnadahu sahih. It literally says sahih. So the hadith itself is sahih. They lie in English. Did you catch it? Muhammad himself says that the sun sets. He's even asking Abu Dhar. Abu Dhar says, I was sitting behind the Messenger of Allah, who was riding a donkey. Momo was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He, Muhammad himself, who is he, Brother Reverson? The Prophet of Islam, the false prophet of Islam. He, Muhammad, asked, do you know where this sets, meaning the sun? I, Abu Dhar, replied, Allah and his apostle know best. No, clearly Allah and Muhammad do not know best, because Allah is a jahil and Muhammad is a jahil. Now why, you might ask? Because according to chapter 53, ayahs 3 and 4, it says that Muhammad is basically the mouthpiece of Allah. Right? Muhammad is the mouthpiece of Allah. Everything that comes out of the mouth of Muhammad is divine revelation from Allah.
إنه لوحي يوحى. Yes.
Yes. إنه لوحي يوحى. Thank you for the donation. Hold on, brother. Brother Allen donated $150. Wow. God bless you, man. Thank you for that awesome donation. May the Lord keep you safe, protect you. Thank you for donating to the ministry. $150. Guys, W for Ellen in the chat. W for Ellen. God bless you, brother. Thank you for the donation. Go ahead, brother. Sorry for that.
I was going to say, notice that Abu Dharr is a mushrik because he associated the apostle and Allah knowledge together, meaning they are equal in knowledge.
Yet they are not even equal. Both of them are juhala. Allah is deluded, Allah is a jahl, and so is his prophet.
Yeah. Yeah. Both are equally stupid.
Equally stupid. Allah thinks that the sun sets in a murky water, muddy spring. Unbelievable. And like I said again, the hadith is sahih, not in chain. The hadith itself is sahih. The Arabic is very clear. And this is according to Shaykh al-Albani, as you see in the bottom. Shaykh al-Albani said the hadith is sahih. And they lie in English. So you have to remove the last part, guys. This part in chain, remove it. It's not there in the Arabic. It says simply sahih, which means that the hadith is sahih. I'm not the one doing the grading, guys. I'm only reading what the Arabic says. And I show you how they lie in English. So if we open it again, guys, from sunnah.com. Let's open it from sunnah.com, Brother Reverson, if you can post the link for them. So we can open
I did
it.
post it again.
Right? Sunan Abi Dawood. So well, you see, guys, I only took a screenshot. So here's the link of the hadith. Sunan Abi Dawood. Sunan Abi Dawood. Sunan Abi Dawood. Thank you for the link, Brother Reverson, so that the people can collect it. Let me open it also here from the website itself. Here is the hadith. Sunan Abi Dawood. We go down. This part should be removed. Oh, they changed it. Hold on. What happened? Brother Reverson. They changed it after I posted the... يخرب بيتكم على هالعملة. Look. They saw my post. يخرب بيتكم. Now they even fixed the Arabic too. You see it? يخرب بيتكم على العملة. What happened? So the people behind Sunnah.com are watching my posts and videos and everything. Oh man, this is embarrassing. They are fixing it. They're watching me every step I take. Brother Reverson.
You want to laugh, brother?
What?
I was going to say, you want to laugh? Maybe we should check the narrators of Bukhari. Or like whoever, Abi Dawood, that Albani corrected.
يخرب بيتكم على عملي. Deceivers. Anyway, you get the idea. They are watching every of my steps, every step I take. They fixed it. Shame on you, Muslims. They are literally cheating, guys. And by the way, of course, nothing is authentic in Islam, as we showed you. Even Bukhari is daif. Look what they said about Bukhari, guys. Since we're playing the game of daif, sahih. Look what the scholars have said about Bukhari himself. Watch. And we did the live show about Bukhari earlier. A couple days ago, we did a live show about Bukhari. Watch what they said about Bukhari. Watch this. Unbelievable. If we open the book called Jarh wa Ta'dil by Ibn Hatim al-Razi, the expert on science of al-Rijal. Jarh wa Ta'dil. Jarh wa Ta'dil. Very famous book when it comes to science of hadith, science of al-Rijal, the science of men, as they call it. And here is the link. Volume 7. Here is the link. Let's read together, Brother Reversion. What they say about Bukhari himself. What they said about him. Remember, he is the guy responsible for the collection called Sahih al-Bukhari. Him. Report number. Look, here is the Arabic. So Muslims can't lie and say, Rob, you're lying. No, the Arabic is very clear.
Report 1086.
Yep, that's the report. Let me do this. 1086. That's the report number. Page 191. 191. Okay. We scroll down. Let me try to fit the Arabic with the English. So take a screenshot, guys. Page 191. Okay. 191 if you want to take a screenshot. And I'm going now to zoom in. 1, 2, 3. Zooming in for the English translation. So you can take also a screenshot of the English as well. There you go. Read it, Brother Reverson.
The Arabic says Muhammad bin Ismail al-Bukhari, Abu Abdullah.
I.e. Imam Bukhari himself.
Yeah. You want me to read the English?
Yeah, the entire English.
Okay. It is narrated from Abdan, right?
Abdan al-Marwazi. Yeah.
Abdan al-Marwazi. Yeah, Abdan al-Marwazi and Abi Hamam al-Salt bin Muhammad and al-Firyabi.
Yeah.
And Ibn Abi Awais, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the names are just so weird.
We have to go to the English to read them. To the Arabic.
Yeah.
If we go to the Arabic, we can read them. Right? Al-Marwazi.
Yeah.
وابن أبي حمام or حمام السلط بن محمد الفريبي.
ابن حمام السلط بن محمد الفريبي أو فريابي. وابن أبي أويس سمع منه أبي
أبو
زرعة. ثم تركا حديثه.
About
these are the
about Imam al-Bukhari. Right?
Yes.
About Imam al-Bukhari. What did he say? Yeah.
And they said then they rejected his hadith.
Hold on.
When it was
Imam Bukhari himself is rejected in hadith? Imam Bukhari is rejected in hadith? Am I the one saying it?
Nope.
Let's go to the Arabic before Muslims call us liars and say, Rob, you're lying about Imam Bukhari. No. What does it say here in the Arabic? Let me zoom in. ثم شو?
ثم تركا حديثه. And they both rejected his hadith.
Both of them, not one, but both.
Yeah.
So the father of Abu Zara and his son, right? Am I reading it correctly? My father and Abu Zara al-Razi heard from him saying, then they rejected his hadith. Whose hadith? Bukhari's hadith. I rest my case.
Yeah.
I rest my case. That's Imam Bukhari for you guys. That's the guy who narrated these hadiths. Here. This guy is completely rejected. Is it big enough? Is the cross big enough, Muslims? Maybe they're slow. Why are you taking his hadith if he's rejected? Why are you taking his collection, Muslims? Throw it in the bin. I rest my case. Any Muslim? Did you know, again guys, did you know that there is not one authentic hadith in Bukhari? Not one. All of the chains have defects. All of them have defects. Did you know that? We showed you already the example. Pick any hadith. It has defects. Let me show you another example. We already did that the last time, but let me show you another one. Look what Imam Bukhari does. What kind of people he uses in his hadith and what they are. Look. Just to double it down for the Muslims who are watching. Don't run, Muslims. Stay with me. Look. Sahih al-Bukhari 7534. Sahih al-Bukhari 7534. That's the hadith. We go to the chain here in the Arabic. And for example, we click on this guy here. Abbad bin Yaqub al-Asadi. That's him. If we click on his name, look, you see my cursor, brother Everson? If I click on this guy's name, okay, let's see what happens.
Amazing.
Abbad bin Yaqub, that's him. He's what?
Matruk al-Hadith. Abandoned, rejected in Hadith.
So, Imam al-Bukhari uses narrators who are rejected in Hadith, yet they said that his collection is authentic. And even scholars said that if you open the book of Bukhari, so the physical book, from cover, the front cover, all the way to the back cover, it's authentic. That's what they said about him. Yet we see abandoned people who are in the chains of narrations in Bukhari's collection. Completely rejected. Why rejected? Because they are not trustworthy. When you call someone rejected in hadith, that means they are not trustworthy, they are liars, they are fabricators. You get the idea. So this guy is a liar, a fabricator. Matruk al-Hadith. Makes too many mistakes, for example, as well. Boom, 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 boom. And which hadith is this, by the way? This is about the, let's see what it says. Let's read it. This hadith is literally, but let's read it. Read it, brother Reverser.
If you can remove the comment, please.
Yes, sure.
And a man asked the Prophet, what deeds are the best? The Prophet said, 1. To perform the daily compulsory prayers at their early stated fixed times. 2nd, to be good and dutiful to one's own parents. Yeah. The 3rd thing, and to participate in jihad in Allah's cause.
Why? Because the person in the chain, it should be free from any defects. Abbad bin Yaqub al-Asadi is rejected in hadith, matruk al-hadith. On top of that, he is Shia. The guy is Shia. He's the school
He's from the Rafida.
He's a Rafidi. Ya zalami, طلع Shia al-zalami. Shia. Not only is he using Shia narrators, but they are completely abandoned in hadith.
Yeah, I want to ask you something. How do Muslims claim that Sahih al-Bukhari is like the second authentic book after the Quran? If this is their standard,
I want to know too, brother. I want to know too. How are they claiming that? How do
if
they
this is your
that?
standard, Muslims.
Double standards. They accuse us of corrupting our sources, but they use people who are liars and abandoned in hadith, fabricators, who make mistakes. I mean, what's left? What's left of Sunni Islam if even Bukhari is not only rejected in hadith, he himself, but he's using narrators in his chains. He used narrators in his chains in Bukhari's collection that are rejected in hadith. On top of that, they are Shia. I mean, what is this? What's left of this religion? I mean, today's live stream, guys, is a nuclear. Lies, manipulation, corruption. Top of more lies, lying about the Arabic. Korah the explorer. Lying about the hadith. Trying to use a Bukhari hadith to debunk another authentic hadith. We see that Sunnah.com is playing with the chains when they watch every step we take. I mean, what's this? What's left? Religion of deception and lies. That's what it is. And fabricators. Even Hafs, the narrator of the Quran, Hafs himself is a known liar and a fabricator and a thief. Even the Quran, who claims to be the best of hadith in the Quran. Allah claims that his Quran is the best of hadith. falls short if you're going to use the 5 conditions that they set for a hadith to be authentic. Even the Quran falls short because Hafs is a rejected narrator. He has many mistakes. He has many defects. Weak Quran, exactly. Da'if Quran. Yes. Yes, Brother Reverson.
I said he is considered kadhab.
Kadhab.
That is Hafs.
Yeah. Let's prove it, guys. Let's prove it. Before Muslims say, Rob, you're lying. Let's prove that the guy who gave them the Quran was a liar. Watch this. If you open the book of Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, guys, called Tahdhib al-Tahdhib, the Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, in his famous book to get information about narrators, called Tahdhib al-Tahdhib by Ibn Hajar, volume 2 of this book, page 140 and 141. Volume 2, 140 and 141, back to back. So that's what it says here on top, volume 2. And page 140. Eh? This is the reference, you see. We go down. Hafs bin Sulaiman, that's him. Report 1664. 16, it doesn't fit, it's too big. Let me put it here. 1664. Hafs himself, that's his name there, Hafs. Let me make my highlight tool a little bit smaller. Hafs, that's him. Bin Sulaiman al-Asadi, that's him. Al-Kufi al-Qari. We go to the next page to understand what the scholars have said about him, the scholars of hadith. On the next page, page 141. Next page, page 141. We scroll down. Many, look. The first guy here says he's rejected in hadith. Rejected. Just like Bukhari is rejected. Right? We go down.
Yeah, matruk al-hadith.
Laysa bi thiqa, not to be trusted in any way, shape or form. He's da'if al-hadith. Rejected. He's very weak in hadith. Weak in hadith. Imam Bukhari said he's rejected. But you are rejected, ya Imam Bukhari. Imam Muslim said he's matruk. He's rejected. وقال النسائي. What did the Nasa'i say? His hadith should not be
trustworthy.
Not trustworthy, right?
Should not be written. Yeah, shouldn't be written.
His hadith should not even be written on paper. Do not write his hadith on paper. That's what it says literally here. Do not write his hadith on paper. That's Imam al-Nasa'i who wrote Sunan al-Nasa'i. That's him. Right? That's him. Bukhari said, rejected. Imam Muslim said, matruk, rejected in hadith. Again, matruk al-hadith, rejected in hadith. All of his hadith are munkar, manakir. Kullaha manakir. Rejected. All of his hadith are
Notice,
rejected.
brother, like three of those people are from the 6 Asahha, from the 6 Sahih books. 3 of them says he's rejected.
Huh? Look, Abu Zar'a, da'if al-hadith. He is very weak in hadith. وقال Ibn Abi Hatim. Let's read. هو شو? ضعيف الحديث. لا يكتب حديثي.
Yeah.
His hadith should not be written. And look here.
لا يصدق.
لا يصدق. Not to be trusted. متروك الحديث. Hafs, we're talking about literally the guy who wrote or gave the Muslims the Quran. They made his Quran the most popular. Who? Hafs himself. This is about Hafs. The Hafs version of the Quran. Hafs. Kadhab. Liar. That's what it says here. Liar. Liar. Not to be trusted. He's a hadith fabricator. His hadith should not be written. Rejected in hadith. Fabricates hadith. Literally, guys, that's what it says. He fabricates hadith. And then his fellow student, Shaba. Let's see what Shaba said about him. The fellow student. Remember, every teacher in Islam, when it comes to reading Quran, has two students. Asim had two students. He had Hafs and he had Shaba. What did Shaba say here? What did Shaba say about him?
Shaba said, أخذ مني حفص بن سليمان. حفص بن Sulaiman took from me كتابا فلم يرده. He took from me a book and he did not return it.
So he did not return it to the
says,
original, right? To the original owner.
Yes.
He stole it.
To Shaba.
Huh?
And then it says, وكان يأخذ كتب الناس فينسخها. And he used to take the books of people and copy them.
Oh.
I.e. claim they are his.
So we should ask Muhammad Hijab to file a copyright strike and send it to the grave of Hafs. And then he repeats it one more time. وَكَانَ حَفْشُ
وكان حفص أقرأ من أبي بكر وكان كذابا. He is a liar.
Liar. Liar, liar.
كذابا is a liar.
Pants caught fire. Liar, liar. Kadhab. Here one more time. Twice repeated. Here and here. Kadhab. Liar. Wow. I rest my case. We not only destroyed Bukhari, but we destroyed the guy behind the Hafs Quran too. What's left? Anyway.
We should also remind people, one small thing, brother. Yeah. We should also remind the people that the Quran considers itself the best of hadith.
Yep.
So this ruling applies to it.
Yep. Exactly. So literally, guys, if to make it even more clear for the people who are watching, brothers and sisters who are watching, including the Muslims, our brothers and sisters in humanity, what we just did is this. We just demonstrated that you should not take the last guy, this guy, Hafs, in the bottom. You should not take him as a trustworthy person. Yet the people who said that he is the guy to trust for the Quran, that's him, Hafs. But we just demonstrated he's not to be trusted. He's a fabricator. He's a liar, a thief. And Asim, his teacher, was also not free from any issues. He also made many mistakes. And as Sulami should not, did not take from Uthman, he took from Ali. And he was blind. Brother, as Sulami, do you see the guy here, the third? He was blind. Yes. And Asim was blind. So, hold on. The blind teaching the blind, and the blind teaching a liar and a deceiver, a narrator who is rejected in hadith, not to be trusted, a liar. I mean, what's left? Blind teaching blind, and the blind teaching a liar, thief, and all of his hadith are rejected and not to be trusted. What a mess. What a hot mess. On top of it, As-Sulami took from Ali. He did not take from Uthman. Yet Muslims say we have the Quran of Uthman. What do you mean? What do you mean? Where is Uthman in this story? Wow. These liars and deceivers got debunked. Debunked. Anyway.
Since two of the guys are blind in the chain, I want to quote our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ when he said, "A blind leading a blind, they both will fall into a pit." That's what will happen.
Yep.
This is Islam.
Yep. This is embarrassing. Look, for the Muslims who say, Rob, you're lying. No, Habibi, no. Look. We go back to Tahdib al-Tahdib one more time. I already provided the link for this book. Volume 3, page 446. Let's read, Brother Reverson. 446. Report 3802. 3802. Let's read.
It says
Read English.
Abdullah ibn Habib bin. You want me to read the English? Okay. Abu Abdul Rahman al-Sulaymani al-Kufi al-Qari.
Abu Abdurrahman al-Sulami al-Kufi al-Qari. That's al-Sulami. If we go back to my flowchart, this is the guy that we are not talking about. This guy here. Al-Sulami for short. So we are trying to get information about the third guy who's supposedly a tabi'i, a successor of the Sahaba. Right? That's him. We go down on the same page. Look what it says. Let's read the first part. He was what?
وقال أبو داود كان أعمى. Abu Dawood said he was blind.
Blind? A blind guy teaching Quran. أيوة. Blind. Let's continue.
وقال حجاج بن محمد عن شعبة.
Yes.
لم يسمع من ابن مسعود ولا من عثمان ولكن سمع من علي. And Hajjaj bin Muhammad from Shu'bah said he never heard from Ibn Mas'ud and never heard from Uthman, but he did hear from Ali.
Oh, where's Uthman in this? What happened to Uthman if he did not hear from him? So they don't have the Quran of Uthman, they have the Quran of Ali. كلام خطير هذا يا Reversion. This is very, very disturbing what we just discovered.
Yeah.
So guys, you see how my flowchart is perfect? If I go back to my flowchart, As-Sulami did not get his Quran from Uthman. Let me put a red cross here on Uthman. He got his Quran from Ali bin Abi Talib, the cousin of Muhammad. Muslims have lied to themselves and us when they say we have the Quran of Uthman. Liars. You don't have the Quran of Uthman, you liars. You have the Quran of Ali. Aywa, we go back. Let's continue. The mess is not over, brother. Let's continue to the last part. Here, the last part. Let's read it.
وقال ابن أبي حاتم عن أبيه ليست تثبت روايته عن علي. And then Ibn Abi Hatim from his father said, and there is no evidence for his narrations from Ali.
Whoa! Let's go back to the flowchart one more time.
I don't think the chart is flowing, brother.
They cannot prove even that he got the Quran from Ali. So what's left? So if Ali is out of the game and Uthman is out of the game, we have a disconnected chain of narration for the Quran. This is Quran literally. If Ali is out of the picture and Uthman is out of the picture, then it stops here, right? It stops at him here, this guy here. He's the last guy. So we can also do this and do that. And put a red cross on the name of Muhammad. So that proves again that the Quran cannot be traced to Muhammad or let alone the Sahaba. It stops at As-Sulami. Boom. So the Quran stops at the 8th century. 7th century. Late 7th century. Do you see it? After the death of the Sahaba and Muhammad. So it stops, the Quran's chain of narration stops at As-Sulami. I'm not the one saying it. This is At-Tahdib Al-Tahdib, Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani's book. At-Tahdib Al-Tahdib, look. Tahdib Al-Tahdib, Tahdib Al-Tahdib by Ibn Hajar, volume 3, page what? We go up again. Page 446. Volume 3. All the way in the bottom, it says, there is no evidence. What does it mean, no evidence, brother? Is this language clear or not? And there is no evidence for his narrations from Ali. So that means he did not hear from Ali. He did not hear from Ali. Ooh.
It means whoever said this also doesn't know where the narration comes from. Wow. Because otherwise he would have said so.
Wow. Do you see why Rob Christian always said I challenge any Muslim to give me an authentic chain for the Hafs Quran. And my challenge stands strong, Muslims. Your Quran that you have in your hands cannot be traced back to Muhammad. It stops at As-Sulami. It stops here at this guy. And this guy is blind and he is not free from defects. And this guy is a liar. What's left? So in other words, this is your Quran, guys. Muslims, this is your Quran in front of you. I put a red cross on it here. This is your Quran. Destroyed by Rob Christian at my hands. Is this good or what, guys? We just destroyed the chain of narration for the Quran and proved that there is no chain of narration that is authentic for the Quran. Destroyed. I rest my case. I think we should stop here, Brother Reverson, before Muslims, all of them start to faint. If I would be a Muslim, I would fainted.
I think they'll scatter.
I would have fainted by now,
I think
Reverson.
they
If I would be a Muslim who loves his salvation, who cares about his salvation, cares about his soul, I would at least, and then rethink my position as a Muslim. Do I really want to stay a Muslim in 2006 after what Rob Christian just showed the audience with crystal clear evidence? Where is the preservation of the Quran? Down the sewage where it belongs. In the toilet, down the sewage where it belongs. That's where it should be. But Muslims are ignorant. They don't read. Exactly. We just cut the chains under their feet, from under their feet. We just cut their legs from under their bodies. We amputated the chain of narration. There is nothing called chain of narration, guys. A chain of fabrication. That's a good name. Brother Reverson, any last words before we wrap things up? I think we did enough damage for one day.
Yeah. A small message to the Muslims. Remember, you don't have to trust me or Rob about the Arabic, but go check the sources yourself. You have many tools today, and I'm sure you can find honest Arab speakers who are willing to translate anything that we mentioned in plain Arabic to you. If we are not lying, and your da'wah people are running from it, then something is fishy about the whole thing of Islam, and you should reconsider your position about staying in that cult. And as for the people, remember, Jesus Christ is our only Lord and Savior. Nobody comes to the Father except through Him. That is the main message for Christians, Muslims, atheists, whoever it is. There is one salvation and one true path after death for those who believe in Him.
Amen. Amen to that. Muslims, wake up. It's time to wake up. Take the red pill. Take the red pill. Unlock from the Islamic matrix. Leave Islam. Drop Muhammad, the false prophet. Drop this mess. Clean your dirty carpet and come back home to your Lord and my Lord Jesus Christ. Because every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus is Lord, including yours, Muslims. Jesus is Lord and Muhammad is a fraud. God bless you. I will see you soon in a new video or live show. Stay blessed, stay safe, and stay away from Islam. God bless. Backup channel, please subscribe. Did you subscribe?